not gonna be edited. It's gonna be straight up uncut.
Oh, wow.
So when we press 3, 2, 1, let's all be on our best behavior. Do we want to discuss this on the camera? What the last tier should be called, or is D okay?
I think
Doesn't it usually?
tier?
Yeah, doesn't it usually go to
the
E and
Luffy
F?
tier.
yeah, but like F tier is usually called something creative. So like
I had it.
it's
It
gotta
just
be
sucks.
Uzumaki.
All right, fine. Call it the Uzumaki tier.
Wall bad.
Just like do as you think of.
Yeah, we'll just.
I would call it the
change
ReZero.
I mean, honestly,
Hold
yeah,
on, the
fuck.
ReZero Uzumaki tier.
Actually, no, I would call it the 100.
On that note, we gotta start.
I didn't do it. I swear, just to have myself. It's on camera. It's on camera.
It hit me.
I swear to God, guys, this never happens.
it
This
hit
never happens.
Yeah, it hit me in the head.
Spidey.
Wait, did it ricochet off the?
I don't know where it came from.
Guys, I promise I was putting this down, and now it's
Sure thing, Ron.
fucking camera.
All right.
what is it, ladies and gentlemen? Happy 10-year anniversary to all of us here on the couch and to you as well. Thank you for being with us on this ride for 10 freaking years, y'all. We've been doing it.
It's insane. We did it. That's a decade.
This is
That's a
fun.
It is.
Good work,
Heck
everyone.
yes.
I feel like I've known you guys like 5 times that amount that time. Literally.
yeah.
Way too much.
About a decade sounds right
Yeah.
to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
Big for a
You
decade.
guys remember a decade ago when we were watching those other shows?
Every time I see any of
Oh,
those
yeah, those
videos,
other
I'm
shows.
like, who are these people?
Yeah.
I hate
What
yeah.
happened?
It's like little children.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are like,
Like
It's just watching us age in real
fresh out of
time.
college.
It's like when you put a banana out on the counter and you just time lapse it. That's what you
Yeah.
guy are watching happen to us.
Yeah.
A 10-year time
I'm like,
lapse.
can we remaster our old
hairstyles.
reactions and just like CGI our like how we look now? So,
I'd rather do it the other way
That
around.
is an episode of Black Mirror.
Remaster it.
Well,
Oh, that's crazy.
we have gathered here, y'all, to celebrate and finally do something that you all have been asking for so long since I think Blind Wave did it first. We're gonna tier list everything that we have reacted to here on the channel.
Yes.
It's gonna be multi-part video series.
Yes.
Okay?
Uncut, hopefully.
Also, clearly a celebration for us too. So we have some drinks. We're gonna talk. Be a little chaotic. We'll try to go down the line each show. Everyone give their spiel. We all agree on a letter. Okay. S, A, B, C, D, and then a
D will be changed to something.
D will
No.
be changed.
No, F
for-
tier.
No,
F.
F.
F
There
needs
is
to be
no
F.
other
tier.
tier. We have 5 tiers.
We can add a tier.
No, there should be.
No,
there
there
should be
should
a
be
tier
an F,
tier below D.
F is like. F is for. F is for.
Delete a row. Clear a row.
Add a row
Add a row.
below.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, she can read.
Yeah. Did you buy
Now
that
software for this?
Now it's
What do you mean?
Oh, I got it. I got it.
yeah.
F is for. Fuck this
you rolling-
shit. Because that's what you say right before you turn off a show.
Yeah. Are you rolling on OBS, Navi?
Yes.
Okay.
Spring roll.
Just hold on. Just hit it with the.
Fantastically bad.
F in the chat.
finance?
Dot.
F's in the chat.
Fucking horrible.
No, there's some inside joke.
Look,
Like, what-
somebody look up
what's a
synonyms
Normies
to
inside
bad that
joke?
start with the letter
Oh,
F.
remote drop. Call that one a remote drop.
Yeah, remote drop.
Remote drop. Remote drop.
Backspace.
Mickey,
First of all,
earned this.
no. First of all,
These two have done it too.
no.
It's
First
not
of
just
all,
you.
no.
the worst.
Hang on.
We met someone at
Hang on.
Comic-Con that
Hang
said
on.
like, oh yeah, that one guy dropped the remote.
Hang on.
Literally.
Who said that? Was it
Somebody at Comic-Con literally said that to us. A
Okay,
stranger walked up and
Listen,
said,
first of all, the reason why this should not be the name of the F tier, because even though it was a catastrophic event, nobody was mad about it. It was an iconic moment for the channel. It lives on to this day. I submit that it's not
One more
worthy of
exclamation point
a bad. We could call it remote drop though. But
No, you put them all in the
remote
A's.
drop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, as long as it says remote drop, I think I'm happy. Can we change the color of it too? Make it something remote
yeah, make
droppy.
it like
Anger.
Black.
aquamarine.
Black.
And the reason we can justify a remote drop is because these shows make you immediately want to turn off the TV.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
like
Makes you wanna-
like just
Leave it. Beautiful. You fucked it up.
No, just the red line is kind of funny.
Yeah, that was great. We should have left it the way.
It's gray. It's gray and
abyss.
devoid. Yeah, no. Gray is
the
good
abyss.
because it's devoid of all
It looks so
personality.
bland and
It's a
yucky.
bland.
Perfect.
It's got a spelling
Which is
error.
not what the remote
It's
drop
not
moment
spelling
was.
I don't know why.
The remote drop
why.
moment was full of flavor.
All right.
And actually, I'm launching a independent investigation because things may not have been as they seem.
It's because I used L instead of exclamation.
That's what I thought.
How do you even?
How?
They're not even on the same spot of the keyboard.
Keep it left justified. Yes,
Left justified. Everything else is center.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
missing a
it's
key.
good.
and
This is fine.
unsightly. I'm good with that.
So how do we
Here
start
we
it,
go.
Sirich?
So we're gonna start chronological.
Okay.
That's how we did it, and it's
How we
mixed.
watch, like from when, like
we watched it.
2015,
Chronological.
April 2015, guys.
Yeah.
Oh God.
No, there's
So-
little discrepancies. April 12th is when we watched Game of Thrones.
My birthday.
But because it's her birthday, it's the date we first published, April 14th. That makes more sense anyway.
15.
15th?
15th.
That's right, 15th. I don't even know our own birthday.
I just know it's April.
I'm ashamed.
No, I always remember
But yeah.
April 12th was the day
That
they
is
got
the sign
together
of
and watched it.
aging.
I was doing other birthday stuff, and on 15th they posted it, and then the week after I joined.
I just wanted to, real quick, before we start, we're going to go down in order of what we watched. Rana did this awesome setup, kind of
Yeah,
surprised
look at
us.
that. So
Thank you
cute.
so much for bringing these drinks, and there's a little red velvet cupcakes. We're
I'm so
gonna
excited
pass
for
these
this
out.
drink.
I won't lie. I heard you talking to Spencer, and you were like, "Help me unload this. They don't know I'm doing this."
You did? Where were you?
You didn't hang up the phone. And I was like, oh, this is funny. And so I was like, oh, that's so nice of her. I should get something. And then so I just thought, and I'm like, you know what?
You reached the end.
What did you get for Rana?
I know, for all of you, like how she did for all of us, I'm going to give you guys my heart. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, give us your heart,
Your
Sirich.
heart
We're
goes
ready.
out to
You
us?
drive a Tesla. I'm more excited.
10 years ago, when we started to do this in my bedroom at my parents' house,
Oh, that sounds so wrong.
my bedroom, like upstairs, it was like
Stop it getting in bed.
it was a side.
It's very big size.
Speak. I want to hear this.
It was a bunch of us, just like ragtag group of people with a shitty camera, no inset video on the reaction or anything, and I just threw a camera in everybody's face. And Pat, Mickey, Navi, you guys were there for that very first one. You guys were always there to support right at the beginning, even when this thing wasn't like making any money or wasn't going to be anything. All of you just wanted to come. Rana, you came right then and there at the beginning too. Chris, Marquetta, you guys were right there like a year in. Spidey, your recent addition that has felt like you have been here a very long time.
Yeah.
So I appreciate all of you for always, like, I don't know, just believing in what we do in a way. It's kind of weird, but I love that I get to talk to my friends about the shows and shit that we watch, because from all of our fans that watch us that don't get to have that, I'd say it's something we take for granted every day, and we should be very thankful that we get to do this. So thank you
Yes,
guys.
I am thankful.
Thank
Here,
Cheers.
Here, here.
Cheers, guys. Cheers to see you.
hope you
Watching
were
us
supposed
all
to-
right now.
Cheers,
Cheers to
everyone.
everybody.
Cheers, Glinks.
I hope we weren't
Gulp
supposed
it.
to not drink before.
You weren't. That's
We
how
did
Yeah.
not
cheers
make
works.
eye
I'm
contact.
sorry.
Wow.
I had
We'll have
already
bad
done
sex.
so.
Eye contact. Just look at me now. Look at me now.
We made-
Look at me now.
Eye
Look at me
contact
now.
is
Look at me
okay.
now.
All of you
Okay.
have flavorful sex.
There
Okay,
you
so
go.
so that's not me talking the whole time. I was thinking we present down this way.
Yeah.
So like from the first show, Rana, you go.
Okay.
But then we still go down and I'll give our rating. But next, I'll introduce the next show.
Sounds good.
And we go left to right with you being last. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Then
You
Marquetta
present, you
introduces.
give your opinion.
I'm last. Okay.
Next.
If it's confusing, I'll try to reiterate.
No.
But we
try it
started.
again.
Go
With
ahead.
Game
Go-
of
go ahead.
Thrones, you guys. We're starting with Game of Thrones, baby. What started the channel, and fun fact, back then we were called Talking Thrones, not the Normies. So this show is super special to us. So if I see anybody rating it below an S, I am gonna be upset. We're not comparing you with House of Dragons. This is Game of Thrones.
Prepare yourself.
Don't forget. Don't forget.
Coming.
I feel like it's gonna be
I love
all
it.
My sweet,
I think
sweet
it's gonna be
summertime.
everybody.
I love that we start with Game of Thrones.
I know,
Summer
because that's what we
child,
started.
This
Some of
is
these
my
shows,
baby, you guys. This is don't
Technically
forget
Breaking
the
Bad,
drama,
but
the fights,
it wasn't
the
Breaking
Don't
Bad.
dragons.
forget that Brand can walk.
Bran can
Brand
walk.
can walk. If you know that reference, you've been with us for a really long time.
So now moving on to
Shout out in
Sage.
the comments if you know Brain can walk.
It's
Shout
hard
out if you
to-
were there for Brain can walk.
It's hard to caveat how we're gonna rate these as an objective show
Yeah.
or how we all experienced it.
It's just
we
yeah, I think
did
it's
so many skits, like it's what
Yes.
created the channel. It as even aside from that, this show drew so many different types of people all over the world, from nerds and jocks and like goths and different just historians. It drew in different age demographics. You can't be outspoken how great the show was. That alone puts it to S. However, the ending is enough to bump it down to A.
Yeah.
True. Spidey
Yeah.
hasn't seen it, so we're gonna
Yeah,
try
no,
our
Game of
hardest.
Thrones I saw. Game
Oh,
of Thrones
okay.
I got to binge through in like 2 weeks, and
Oh,
I thought
Jesus
it was pretty
Christ.
cool.
I
God,
think
wait, the whole show?
it's because of
Yeah,
like
like,
how
it's like
quickly
4
you watched
seasons,
it.
right?
Yeah.
4 seasons.
No,
No.
it's
more
like
than 4 seasons.
It's like
Bro, there's
8.
Game of
more.
Thrones was 8. You know what? I
Yeah.
watched all of it. I didn't know how many seasons it was. It
Oh my
definitely felt
God.
like
Wow.
more.
This guy.
I think it's probably better if you like watch it close together, but like for us,
It
was,
might have
like,
been a month.
It was
It was
years,
years.
years in between seasons.
It's
Yeah.
always funny when
That could've been-
someone,
had to be terrible.
like even with Lost, or like when someone binges something that you watched week to week, and you're just like, how'd you feel? And you're like, oh, I was like, oh, that's it? Oh, I guess it's over. Like, you're just watching the finite amount of
Yeah.
episodes.
We
You're
lived
like,
it.
oh, I guess that's the
We
last
lived
one.
it,
You barely
yeah.
know you're on the season finale when you're binging on a streaming
Yeah.
service.
I feel like everyone thought it was
That's how I felt about
anticlimactic, and that's why y'all hated it.
No,
Yeah.
I should heel turn. Kenny,
It was-
rate that shit.
heel turn.
Heel turn is real. I think this show had like the highest of highs and the most expensive of lows.
Yeah,
And to accomplish that is like truly something.
Yeah.
Because I know we're gonna average this, I'm gonna give this a B.
What the fuck?
I don't think this show needs to be in the S tier.
That's horse.
So I'm giving it a B strategically. I think it should be in
Listen,
the
I'm
A.
not. I'm not bringing it down to
SAB?
an A.
SAB?
I can bring it down to an A, but
It
not.
definitely, I don't know that it's gonna be able to
No,
live in
no,
S
you got to keep
because
it
of
at an S till we.
you can't
You can fumble the bag.
Yeah.
that hard at the end. I will give it this for the skits. S tier. Favorite skit? Still Jamie fucking Lannister.
Yeah.
That shit gets me laughing every
Is it
time.
because of the bugs?
It is. It's because I remember it was because when I pitched it to you guys, everybody was like, "I don't get it." And I was just like, "Jamie in like tight leather pants." You guys like, "I don't know." I was like, just like I was trying to convey it over text message.
I was like, what is this? When I first read that script.
And our
I'm like,
frustration and anger was real because it was just bugs.
Bugs.
bro.
Oh, it's you two doing like perfect.
that's the epitome of like words on a paper doesn't describe what someone's vision is. Because then when Chris, I don't know, someone said like Monty Python-esque is what you were going for.
But you
And
haven't
so like
seen
we
them,
were like,
right?
oh, not really, but just
But
kind of
he knows the vibe.
lived
Yeah.
in. Like you're gonna be peasants in this world, just lived in, kind of talking about it. And I'm like, oh, okay, then that kind of yeah.
Yeah.
But one of the best. One of the
A tier for me. It should be S, but it fumbled way too hard. It still has some of my favorite things in it, and like I mean, just I love it. I love a lot of parts of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think emotional value is very high. We started this channel on the show, so I think the emotional value will always stay S, but I'm fine with A. A is a good spot for it. Because I gone through all these, so I know what other shows are on the list. So, yeah.
I'm gonna go B tier.
Bitch! Woo!
Yeah, because like I said, I got to binge through the whole thing and I watched it. I'm with you, Kenny. It was interesting. It was fun. There's a lot of like lore that has come out of it. People are actually learning to speak Dothraki, so I feel like
Yeah.
like it had a huge turn. It had a huge calling for people. So I think it was cool and it was fun.
It's just an Office episode.
It was in the office. Yeah.
Yeah. Which they had to explain it, which was weird that like a show has to explain Game of Thrones because the culture knows it so much now. You don't have to explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy that we're all at the same time because like The Office feels because like when I was in high school, people were watching The Office, so it feels like so long ago. Pretty much what's already been said. Like what as far as what it did for the channel and the cultural phenomenon, absolutely S. But yeah, it fumbled so hard at the end that nobody talked about it during the pandemic. Like for all of the people that didn't watch it the first time, this show could have had a resurgence during the pandemic, and
Yeah.
it fumbled so hard that nobody talks about it. It's like a traumatic event that
wants
like that you don't want to like nobody wants
Yeah.
to talk about it again. However, the seasons 1 through 5 or 6, like
Peak.
it was stuff you hadn't seen on television before, like the scale of the sets, the budget, the stunt work, like it did things that had never been done before. So yeah, I'll put it at an A. It's just it just fumbled so hard, dude.
I'm so sorry, but you mentioned something. Do you remember Matt Spear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He texted us. I don't know if it was during pandemic. I think maybe a little bit before. But he kept texting us like, finally catching up to Game of Thrones, and like he would text us updates like, "Oh my God, Red Wedding," and then eventually he was just like, "LOL, you guys are like, I don't give a shit at all." I don't think he responded to anything he said. We're like, "Oh, my bad, dude." But yeah, it's just been a while. We hadn't.
So we hate it now.
And
We don't want to
We
continue.
don't want to talk
When
about
those people binge up to the end, they're like, "Oh, that's why."
Yeah. It's like we're not gonna raise.
So before I give my grading, I want to preface whatever my criteria is good popcorn TV. So it's my rating, not your guys' rating. It's my rating. Whatever ratings I give is just popcorn TV. And that reason alone is S tier because it was great popcorn TV. Everyone we would actually go house parties. I remember the phenomenon it would have people would actually have house party views for behind it.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
So it's S tier for me.
Pat, since that's going to be your rating, can you explain what you mean by popcorn TV?
Popcorn TV is the shit that I like or what I want to see on TV.
What do you like?
What I like.
Everybody.
Not what you like. Not what
The
they
shit that
like.
he
Is
likes
what
is
I
I
like.
think that's how
TV.
we're all rating it.
You just mean like when like crazy shit happens, right? Big
Crazy
crazy
shit.
that keeps you enthralled the entire time, no matter what.
Yes.
What's the opposite of popcorn TV?
Foo boring TV.
Yeah.
Caca.
When you eat dinner or you just drink coffee, like I guess there's a different time.
Well,
different.
I
think
it
it's average
deserves
to A.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's average
deserves
to A.
Yeah, I
So
think
that's
well
what's
done.
All right.
Well done, people.
Nice.
Seriously,
Well done.
introduce us to
We
our
did
new
well.
Can
show.
we?
I am happy to introduce this next one.
Yeah.
I will say we skipped True Detective season 2.
Oh,
That's
it was
okay.
so bad.
It's okay. It was. I think we can all agree that's
Remote
a
drop.
remote drop.
Yep, let's put it down there.
I can.
No,
add
don't worry about it now.
No.
Think of it later.
No.
We stopped watching it. It was the first
I
show
think
we
it is
watched after
somewhere.
Thrones.
Maybe not.
If we find it, if we think of that stuff, we'll just mention it verbally. Walking Dead was the next thing we did. I think it might have been Mr. Robot. We're just going by this order, guys.
Yeah.
It's generally chronologically by the year. Walking Dead was when I think we started watching it season 6. It had peaked in viewership in the season 5 finale, like literally.
And what
This
was
thing
the season 5 finale?
The season 5 finale was when he murders Pete inside Alexandria. And like,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
the
"Rick, do
wife."
it." And then Morgan
And Diana's
comes.
like, "Do it."
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, I don't think I know that one.
That was when ratings were at an all-time high because people thought they were gonna like take over that community. Like they were really building up that season. Like Rick and them were the villains, and I think it was very good TV. They never got quite high as that. They were competing with NFL Sundays at certain points. Walking Dead was.
Wow.
That's how huge the viewership was for this shit. Certainly went down not on the highest quality as it was in its heyday, but
The horse.
yeah, I still generally like it. I'm glad we finished it out and we watched Rick and motherfucking
Bro,
the show.
no, I'm sorry. All the side shows were
Yeah.
freaking great. You can't take that away from me.
I mean, I think we only did Rick and Michonne, right?
Yeah,
There's a Daryl one. Well,
but we haven't seen it. He ends up in
Yeah.
Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Daryl's in
like-
Paris.
Aaron Carroll and then Negan and
And
Maggie.
before Serge rates, I'm gonna open this so it doesn't go over anybody's.
Okay. Do we wanna do one by
No,
one lengthy
no.
rating, or do you wanna do rating and if there's a difference, then talk about it more, or just still.
If you
whatever
don't
that
have
word
anything
is called.
substantial to say, you don't have to
Yeah.
like say.
well,
anything.
I just want to say that The Walking Dead is my first appearance
That's
on the
true.
Normies,
Put that in the middle.
and it was one of the
It was.
more traumatizing things.
Do you remember when Carol bites off a lady's face? This,
yeah, that was
yeah.
the first episode.
I don't
You
watch
got
it.
introduced to Carol because we're like, oh, she's pretending to be like a little old lady who's like, oh, I just want to make cookies, and then she like bites a lady's face off that episode or something like that.
I will
She
say,
super murders
I will
somebody.
say that being on the Normies helped me get over my phobia of gore,
Oh really?
Oh, really?
How's it
Oh.
help me?
and it lowered my.
With The Walking
it
Dead?
definitely like
That'll
lowered
do
my
it.
threshold of what I think
Against
is
your will.
gory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
the
bet.
first episode we watched, someone's face got just bit off,
Oh God. Yeah.
and just jugular blood, just blah blah.
Oh my God, are we looking at Marcato's
that'll
first
live.
appearance?
I think so.
How would you know this off the? It just lives in your head.
It was either
Let
this
our
one
own
or
personal-
this one or
No, she was in the 14. The
Was she
first
in-
one
was
that
she
you
in
said. The
14?
first one.
Was that White Pat that you
Right,
saw?
is it
No,
right
that's her.
behind?
That's her.
Yeah,
Behind me,
so-
I'm just huge.
Was she in a
Okay,
skit?
another
Okay.
thing. So I want to take time some with these early ones because it's a little bit of trip
Oh,
down memory lane.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So Walking Dead was the first show we did skits for. We didn't do skits during season 5 of Game of Thrones. We did like little like kill fuck Mary type.
Why?
Yeah.
Why did it start happening?
Because Walking Dead's so easy to
Because
skip.
I
We
don't
started
know.
watching more shows.
So
I
you
like-
guys were just like, we want to do skits, so let's.
I had a
just do
wicked
it.
Rick Grimes impression. And I will say that was some of the most fun I had on the channel was doing
Me
this.
too.
It was
Skip
awesome.
Rex.
All right, man.
It was
Favorite
so
Walking
fun.
Dead skit then,
Sunday
since you're talking.
skits were the best thing, you guys.
Yeah, it was.
Man, one of my favorite underrated Walking Dead skits was when Mickey was tracking the deer in After Effects because like the deer looked like
Yeah. The shitty CGI horse.
And I remember because it was when viewership was starting to dwindle, and I remember the community just being like, "That was a fucking gas." That
Bro, that deer was so
Absolutely,
bad. It was like a
yeah.
JPEG.
Yeah, our deer literally looked in our skit looked better than the actual show. So like, it was like a sign of things to come for the quality of
Oh
the
my
show.
god. Yeah, I can't believe you guys
Yeah.
finished it out.
I just want to show
But-
Marquetta's baby chibi face. Look at
Oh, she's like
The
scared
glasses
away
are
in the
like
back.
bigger than her head.
Look how
Jesus
skinny all y'all's
Christ.
faces
I'm
are.
so small.
Wow, I have almost the same facial
Oh
hair.
my gosh.
God, look at us all.
Oh, this is when I was filming that movie with Matt that never went anywhere because Josh moved.
But I do think that it ended on a really high note. I think that the show had like was really good, and then it kind of went downhill.
Oh my
But it picked back up,
Yeah.
and Whispers was like
Yeah, Whisper's Arc was
one
really
of the
good.
best.
Is that
Yeah.
your daughter?
The
I
whispers
like
are.
how the
So
the
Now I
first
have
comment is like, I like how this is all how it started. Bo.
yeah,
That's
sorry,
okay.
I went back to the Game of Thrones one just to show the growth. Here's the room, the creepy room.
Kriti goes. I think it's like when they're like, "Oh, who's your favorite?" And she points
Shooting.
her shirt. She's like Lannister, and she's
Shooting in
Targaryen
the-
shirt.
Yeah, it's like Lannister. She's like, that says Star. He's like, no, it doesn't.
Hot, sweaty ass room.
Shooting
Love
in a
it.
shallow depth of field for some reason. Like it's a wide angle.
That's Targaryen.
Roast it. 10 years later. Take that. Somebody text Freaky and just say, boom, gotcha.
She's gonna get
This is
caught. I'm like,
awesome
what?
because she's gonna be in Japan with us for 10-year anniversary.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's true. That's
It's like
true.
the only thing that can
Alright.
remember.
I don't know, man. I would say I have a soft spot for it, so I want to give it an A tier. But I
I
would
think
be
it goes
okay with-
above Game of Thrones.
What? You are fucking high out of your mind. Get the fuck out
You're
of
lying.
here. Leave.
About
I don't want you to
You're
watch
lying.
this video.
That's gotta be below
No,
Game of Thrones.
she's not.
Going straight
No.
in the back to the Westers, ready to go
not.
down.
I'm giving it an
Okay.
I also give it A.
I give it an A.
A makes sense.
It's an S tier. Y'all are tripping. I love this. Dude, I love
Nah,
Walking
man.
Dead. Every fucking season of it. I don't care. It had a little dip, and I was like, oh, cool. Because now we have a common place to live. We're good. We're chilling. We can have some peace. They can be happy. And then shit went crazy again. Like, nah, dude. That was so well done. It was well written to me. I love every season of that. S tier for me.
It was fluctuating between S and A up until the first episode where Negan comes and Glenn dies.
Why
It
is
was
mine
it was
episodes?
really good up until then, and then the fall off is so stark. I don't know even know if I can rate it because I gave up on it. I think.
Yeah.
But
So you can't-
I'd give it a B just
Okay.
because like the rest of the seasons because like it still went on for like a while. You know, like Game of Thrones fell off, but it was only like 2 seasons worth of bad, and this was like several. So like I think that brings it down to a B.
A.
Just sorry, before Pat, you go. I just want to fair. Like I never finished it. I think the last I watched was whatever I watched with you guys.
And you give
that
it
was.
an A?
I think that was good
For
TV.
what you saw?
Like for what I
You
saw
guys
up
didn't
until
finish the show, you
Negan
guys
and
still
all
give it
that
an A.
stuff. Like I thought that was.
Are you
pretty
gonna
good
give it
TV.
low?
Well, I didn't watch it, and I remember how much you guys complained about this show. And you guys
Like, you're gonna give it lower?
Take it, Pat.
I'm
complain 'cause we love it.
Listen, let me finish.
This is popcorn
You know,
TV.
I didn't watch it, but I'm just saying. You guys, I remember you guys were talking about even talking about like ending the show, and not doing it, and not wasting time. People are dropping out, and all I hear is A's on this fucking couch. What the fuck happened to the show, huh? What happened?
It came back though,
Because
bro.
they're posers.
If you watch it from season 1, I think you'd like it.
I think
Yeah.
you
That's
love
not
it.
gonna fuck with no scary
Nah,
shit.
you're not
That's
fucking
true.
with
First few
scary shit.
But it is
seasons were
really good.
great.
You love Shane.
Don't
First
dead
few-
open
Shane
inside.
is great.
Yeah,
Shane-
some of that stuff in the heyday was
Yeah,
Amazing,
I think the
dude.
start beginning was peak. I love the Negan stuff. Like that was really
Yeah,
cool.
the
I just
Negan arc's
remember.
really good.
I just remember
after.
when I stopped and they're like, "Oh, he's like good guy or not." I was like, "What are we doing now?" Like, then, but I didn't finish it.
I loved his arc. Of
His
like,
redemption.
His
Yeah.
redemption.
Redemption arc. Oh,
And they did it
I'm
right.
here for
That
redemption
shit took
arc.
They
5
did it
seasons.
right.
They did it right.
It's only
I wish
blasphemy if Game of Thrones is below Walking Dead. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's just blasphemy.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's-
I,
that's-
I,
I was-
What
I
are you
agree with
giving
you
it?
there.
To bring the average down.
No, he
bro,
can't rate. He
I-
can't
no,
rate if
to
he
bring
didn't
I'll
watch
bring
it.
the average down.
That's true. You didn't see it.
No,
That
you
doesn't
didn't
count.
watch
So
it.
Walking Dead outstayed its welcome.
I would say
but
B.
it had a better ending than Game of Thrones.
True.
It did have a better
True.
ending.
I'm gonna say B.
This is truth.
Okay.
It should be a B. It
Pat,
can't
but as
be,
a non-watcher, I want to hear
it
what
can't
the.
be even on
What
par.
do you-
It's not even on par with Game of Thrones.
Listen,
It can't-
personally,
It's
for
gotta be
dog alone, I would get for dog, I would give it an S. That's just me though.
Dog.
But for the character development, the deaths, and everything they've done, definitely an A.
B.
Okay. Then she's an
It
A
looks
tier,
like
baby.
it looks like A tier
B
behind
for-
Thrones,
Yes,
guys.
behind
That's
Thrones.
what it feels like to me. Any
I can't believe we
disagreement?
were gonna.
Nah.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, right. You know what?
That's what that means, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's closer.
No.
Yeah.
No, the closer you are to the letter, the higher
The
you are
closer.
up.
Yeah.
Thrones is in front.
Okay, so it's like A1,
Yeah,
A2.
first,
Yeah.
second.
Okay.
A1, A2, yeah.
Okay, I guess I can live with
I
that.
just-
I disagree,
so-
but I guess I guess I
Game
can
of
live
Thrones,
with
Walking Dead, those are two big shows that we're probably going to talk about a lot. I just want to say there were some very iconic moments to The Walking Dead. So much so that whenever I watch Abbott Elementary, I cannot look at that teacher straight
Chris?
without thinking
Noah?
of this
Oh, yeah.
motherfucking scene.
Come on, show
Yeah.
it. Sorry,
Yeah,
Kenny.
man, he's got a rough
Damn
one.
It's a great scene.
Got
I
to
wanna
see
see this.
How?
this
Oh.
shit.
Yeah, here.
Right.
This is
Yeah.
you'll
I'll show you
see.
a second, Pat.
Right.
That-
right.
No, it's at the very end, ain't it?
No, it's
No,
during
no,
the.
I think
Yeah, it's right here.
you gotta see how they get into this predicament.
Oh, he isn't here.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch what
I
happens.
forgot.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
him,
that's
dude.
right. The
Turn the
door.
volume up.
Wait.
Oh, everybody hates Chris.
Yeah.
This is the worst.
Pat, you see that guy with Chris?
This would be the
That's
worst.
Invincible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
he voice
Right here.
That's
Yeah, he voice acts him.
Oh yeah, you see, you would like it even more. You would like it even more. Now, forgive me, I just have to show you guys the conclusion to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, this would be the worst. Wait,
This
What, are
is-
they in therapy right now?
I think it's like low key the worst, the most goriest
yeah,
death in
yeah.
Walking
It's
Dead.
it's crazy.
Oh.
I don't even know how they did it.
No, it's like at
Here,
the
here.
end of the episode, ain't it?
The prosthetics in this show were
Top notch.
exceptional.
How and
Nice.
why is this
Exceptional.
behind Game of Thrones? I would love to
No,
know.
because you don't remember good Game of Thrones.
Right.
bro.
Apparently
You
not.
don't
man.
remember
Bro, the Viper versus
Wasn't
the
there-
Hound. Come on.
Viper
Yeah, there was
versus
some
the
super
Yeah, it's
cool fights.
uncontestable. Game of Thrones got to be
Bastard
ahead.
Bowl.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
All the
Come on,
wars,
dude.
all the battles.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to
oh,
give-
the show that kept me on the edge of my
And
seat.
look, the only
dragons had dragons.
and the only reason it falls off is because they didn't give it enough time to breathe. But that's how the story was supposed to go.
But I can't.
Yeah.
I can't take CGI dragons over these amazing prosthetics.
So,
like these
I-
are all real.
Spidey!
I
I'm
blame
just
ultimately.
saying.
I blame AMC for not giving it the funding and budget it deserved while it was peaking.
Walking Dead, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to.
Kitty.
Oh.
I don't know if
really,
you watched the
Mr.
show.
Robot?
How about we do Pat serve this one up? since he knows
Yeah.
the show, and then we'll go back.
Let's do that.
All right, this is probably one of the closest shows to my heart because I think I was trying to get everyone to watch it. Nobody wanted to watch it, and then when finally, I think Suraj watched it. He was like, "Yeah, he right." And
no, it's because USA was.
what?
We all watched it. You introduced it to us. It was. I think actually.
We
the
watched it
additional show
actually
we watched.
before you.
But because it was
No,
on,
you
it,
didn't.
it was on USA. And
I
they were, like,
watched the whole
striking
thing
us.
before you.
I remember we wanted to, but
yeah,
we couldn't do it.
He watched it
you-
before us.
Yeah.
We only did a Mr. Robot skit.
When you watched
He
the
watched
Mr.
season
Robot.
1 before us, but we watched season 1 with him because he watched it and he introduced it. He made us.
Yeah.
He had us do it.
Yeah, so yeah, sit down.
You're so like you're over there.
Anyways, I didn't know anything about cinematography at all. I didn't know any of that bullshit, and so I started watching this show and watching it with the team. And bro, it expanded my view and about how to watch cinematography and how to like really look forward, how to see what shots are, how to do those cool ass crane shots. Before this show, I didn't know anything about it until the Normies in this show, Loki.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually lied. Mr. Robot was the first skit we ever did.
Okay.
And it's because we did the Mr. Robot skit that it got such positive reception. That's why we did the Walking Dead skits.
Gotcha.
So Mr. Robot, because
because
Mr.
that
Robot
was like a
came
whole
before.
day filming. We
Nine
did a
years.
specific. Like I don't think I like. It was
You guys
just, yeah, a
want it?
whole
You guys
day.
want to see it?
Sure. I don't remember the storyline.
We
I don't
watched
think
too
I've
much
ever
Mr.
seen
It
Robot.
was the framing.
Oh shit! Hold on. I'm sorry.
That was my favorite skit ever because Nebby.
This is why it's called that. This is why the tier has a perfect name.
What are the odds?
This was the funniest skit because it's the first time Nebby and I did a skit together too.
Are you sure it was me that day?
Her foot was.
Yeah, the first time you guys acted
Yeah.
ever.
Oh, what happened to that shirt?
Look at that eyebrows.
Damn, what happened to my A1 car wash
Yeah,
shirt?
turn it up, turn it up. We gotta hear this. We gotta hear this.
audio.
There's no consequences.
They didn't
for
have me
watching
yet.
Too much Mr. Robot.
Jeez, alright, get it.
Don't shut up.
That's because Kina hacked into his iPhone. Easy as Raspberry Pi when you don't have a passcode.
Raspberry
Nothing to keep me from scratching that part of my brain and logging onto his Facebook to secretly post it uncomfortably.
I saw that status.
What happened to that shirt?
By chance?
I mean, no, not really. Where are you?
It's been a few hours. Or something.
Do you want to go out and get something?
No. That's
This
fine.
quadrant shots are so
Well, I have some leftover of that pasta I made last week. Did you like it? I could heat that up.
Oh my god, that was delicious.
Yeah.
That's a lie. I actually ended up shooting for 5 hours. She obviously found a recipe on Pinterest. Threw together some kind of.
I think it went bad.
Aww.
Wrong here. Hey, Stuart, what's the Wi-Fi password?
It's the second Bright House
Who is this
network, and the password is FSociety123.
Thanks.
It won't be long before she realizes I fed her the wrong password. We don't even use Bright House here. Right now, I'm torrenting 6 petabytes of hardcore porn on my MacBook Pro with Pirate Bay. Can't afford any unnecessary bandwidth on our network.
Dude.
So she'll just have to suck it up and live without internet on her phone for 5 fucking seconds.
Dude, I can hear you.
I still think that that's a great one, man.
I think the framing one is a favorite. The framing got me.
Your guys' first time acting in anything, right?
Yeah. I mean, I did plays in school.
But like, you know, this showed us. This skit was so important because it
9
showed
years
us we
ago,
could
wow.
be more than just a reaction
Yeah.
channel. I will say
That
This is very
that
important.
skit made me realize how much fun and like looking forward to Sundays I would have with you
Yes.
guys.
Yeah.
Sundays were fun.
So where's it
It's an
at?
S tier for me, baby.
I would, you know what? As the only person that watched Mr. Robot through to the end with you, and we did reactions.
From what I saw, I think I only saw like the first few episodes, but it seemed good.
This is S tier.
S tier.
This is S tier show. Without
Have
going
you
into
seen it?
detail because it would spoil you guys.
I only seen some of it, and what I watched was really good.
Yeah.
I just never
So
continue with it because
this-
it's hard to find.
I watched up
So,
to the
so
sitcom
it's good
episode.
consistently through and end strong.
Yes.
This is an Apple TV show before Apple TV was a thing.
That's why Apple TV shows are good, but
It's a
they're
new
hard
thing
to
now.
find. But I guess yeah,
It was
maybe
on
we'll go
USA.
back.
Put it on S. Put
It
it
is
on
on
S.
USA.
It was on USA,
But I
not
mean,
Apple TV.
it's of the caliber of an Apple TV
Oh,
show.
gotcha.
You know, Surgeon Powder
I
I
trust
actually
you
watched
guys.
it.
Yeah.
S for Mr. Robot.
Trust.
I guess
That is
I'll
a-
trust you.
I love
Senior
that. This is our
Robot.
best recommendation we can give to you guys if you haven't seen the show yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
God damn!
All
said
right,
goddamn.
first
No,
S.
yeah,
Okay.
it's good.
I can't talk about the fear of the
Navi,
Walking
you
Dead.
can. You watched it.
Yeah.
Can I go
Fart
pee?
noise.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I have to.
You don't want to hear her talk about
I had a
Fear
big
Fear the
lemonade.
Walking
I don't
Dead?
have a
Oh
big,
no,
a
unless
lot
you're
of things to
talking about
talk
when
about.
Morty
Oh my
finally
god.
comes into the show.
No, you go ahead and tee up Fear the Walking Dead. He don't get it's fine.
Yeah, so next we have Fear of the Walking Dead. I only seen the first season with
Same.
these guys, and I think we only watched the one season on the channel. I think it was really good because it showed the part of the beginning of the Walking Dead or how it even started, which was really good because the Walking Dead is great. I don't know how it ended, but I think I will say A tier.
Whoa.
Like, I think it had characters, and I think the characters meshed together, right? Like, there were characters from Walking Dead end up on the Fear of the Walking
Grading on a
Dead.
curve.
Huh?
Well, I can't judge what I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Okay,
I guess
so
I haven't.
But
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
haven't
season
finished
one,
it.
and I know they took Morgan as the main character. I know Dwight ended up over there, and I know they ended up. Spoilers? You guys care?
No.
I know they ended up killing off most of their main cast.
Oh, gotcha.
That started the show.
Unbelievable.
But then they brought back. What's her name?
It sounds like
Madison. So I I don't know. Maybe we
D-
can't.
I'm gonna
Can
take
we? Should we
away
just
my
not?
rating.
Should we just not judge these shows that we haven't finished?
D for don't know.
If we haven't finished it, there's
D
gotta
for
be a
don't
reason.
know.
Look, if it didn't even hold
Just
your
change-
attention
Just
long
change it
enough,
to say don't know.
D for D and or don't know.
Don't know.
But how's that worse than remote
No,
drop?
I think we'll
Because
know.
we haven't
like,
seen finished
because
it.
there's
remote
such
drop
a-
means we do know and it's trash.
Look, there's such a thin discrepancy between C and D. I'm good with D just being don't know, and remote drop being what remote drop
Did
is.
you ever finish
I agree.
Fear the Walking Dead?
You have anything to say about it? Because we're putting it in the don't know tier.
No, that's fine. I remember the first episode was kind of interesting.
Same.
Yeah, first
And that
episode
was
was
about
interesting.
Right?
But the fact that I didn't watch any more
It's a
past that.
spin-off.
Didn't-
Those
Yeah.
were rarely
Yeah.
ever
No.
good.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Nobody knows.
I can't die.
Nobody knows.
I can't die.
I don't die. I don't die.
I don't die.
Morgan.
I think I was there for that.
Alright.
That was the Walking Dead.
Stranger Things.
S tier.
Yeah, there's not much to
Yeah,
say.
it's really, I mean it's S tier.
I really wish that there was reactions to the first season, but it was literally like, it just like dropped without any promotion
A
on
phenomenon.
Netflix. And someone told us that it's good. Me and Chris were like, let's just watch one episode. By 3 a.m., we were done with the season. And we were like, where is more? Like, crack.
Yeah,
This is an S tier
Like
show.
crack.
Yeah.
that was it was also a
Despite-
phenomenon.
Despite like people were shitting on that one season where they go to Chicago with his like.
That's only one
older
episode.
sister or
That's
whatever.
one episode. Backdoor
I don't even
pilot.
care about that. I think that episode was good too. I love this show.
Dear sister.
This is
Or the
S
sister.
tier for me.
Okay.
That's a glowing.
S.
First, we did have some season 1 reactions, but it's with me, Mickey, and a bunch of people that aren't on the channel anymore. But they're solid. I think they're fun reactions to watch.
Yeah.
Season 2, you guys are in on, I think.
A tier.
Oh, how long?
I
Explain yourself.
explain myself. There will be other show. Season 4, I would put it S tier, easily. Season 1, I would also put it as. Season 2 would probably be the one that would get dropped down to A, and then season 3 would be like maybe an A plus. But seasons 1 and season 4 are both S, so I'm just bringing it down to A.
The only reason I will put it A behind Walking Dead is because it's not done yet. And as long as they don't fumble the bag in the final season, I would put it in S. But I have to wait for the
They
final
would have
season
to,
to see.
if
what
this last
happens.
season
It's
is
been pretty.
S,
It's been
it had-
pretty S so far though.
Season 4 was
No,
after,
season 4 was too good, bro.
After season 4, I went and binged, rewatched the whole show.
Yeah,
Such a
it's
bingeable
better.
show. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so good.
It's
Yeah.
better
So
now.
good.
It's better after this last season. If you rewatch it, you're just like this.
Yeah.
It's definitely S
They're
tier.
cooking.
Yeah, I would say S
Oh.
tier also.
And
Wow.
Sadie Sink has been cast for Mary Jane and Spider-Man 4.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
either that
I
or
love
she's gonna be
CBC.
their daughter.
So looks like a lot of you are saying S. Rona, what about you?
Definitely. Okay, I know the show's not over yet, but we're talking about the now and today, and for me, that's an S because just again the upside down, the labs, 11 story,
The music.
literally Harper, all of it. Not Harper, Hopper.
Billy.
Yeah, but all of it, Billy. Like, man, they
Billy.
killed that
Oh,
shit. Like,
Billy.
that's easy S for me. Easy S.
His name is Dacre Montgomery. in real life.
Dacre
Speaking of which, check out our Scamfish episode on the second channel, Normies After Dark, with me, Spidey, and Serge, where it's about,
Oh yeah, I saw
it's
that
a story
video.
about a catfish who thought that she was in love with Billy from Stranger
Dacre
Things.
Montgomery was talking.
Sending you
He,
money.
but
Oh my
Dacre
God.
Montgomery also he writes poetry. He sells.
Of course he
Dude,
does.
Oh, of course he
Of course,
does.
this motherfucker writes poetry.
Have you seen this?
I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
so. So if you haven't seen it, we'll just abstain from
S.
talking.
Makes sense.
It looks like you guys are all saying S, but me and Chris are the only. I mean, Mickey, what'd you say?
I would say S also, but but putting
Hell
it
yeah.
above Game of Thrones, like I feel like it's
There's no way
And
not
because
think Game of
I
Thrones is this fucking
Here's-
good.
Here's what I'm
It
thinking.
was.
How about A above Thrones and Dead? Because
No.
it's not over yet.
No, I don't care. We're
count
talking
the
about this
S's.
Count the
today.
S's.
Yeah, we have more S's.
S.
Whoa! I was
but
an A.
well, no,
Yeah, he was A.
I
was
do
an A.
say it's hard. I do want to say S, but like I don't know.
Just say it.
We can
You
put
know
it
why?
Putting it above Game of Thrones feels wrong.
Actually, no.
It
I think I can put it above Game of Thrones for this reason.
100.
Just because of the
It's shorter,
ending.
and that makes it better.
But
This is the
also,
Game of Thrones has had more
No,
bad
come
times.
on.
I think the other thing is
Yeah.
I will recommend people to watch Stranger Things. I have not recommended people to watch
Yeah.
Game of
You know,
Thrones.
no, I can recommend people
Uh,
watch
As
Game
far
of
If I
Thrones.
tell
look,
them
we're
it seems
normies,
that
what's
that's-
more digestible to the mass audience? Like
Stranger Things.
that hit running up that road, that hit Kate Bush, bro.
that song was
and if-
bad.
Now sing the Ed Sheeran
And if
song that he
there's a-
sang,
and if
the
there's
one
a
about Sally from Old
And
Town.
better than Mr. Robot.
And if there's a theme,
What? Hey, slow your roll
I'm
down.
gonna say no
I don't
on
know
that.
about
I'm gonna
that.
say no.
Yes.
I'm not gonna budge on it being
No.
better than
But
Robot.
there's only 2 people that say that.
Bro,
That's the
Mr.
only one
Robot is
that
about
watches
some
Yeah,
like
the only two
real
people.
shit.
But it was good from beginning to end.
Like, if no one
there's
watched
a lot of
this,
shows like
man.
that. There's a
Comments
lot
would
of
let us
shows
know.
like
Beautiful
that.
in execution.
Yeah.
The
I
comments
will
would let us know.
hard stop on it. It can't be better than Mr.
Yeah,
Robot.
I agree.
I think top of A tier for me. That's what
That's where
Yeah.
I think that's a good compromise.
Yo, it's ass. Look
What?
Hey, tier.
That's right.
Hey,
Hey.
so how many S's do we have?
above Thrones
I'm
and
fine
Dead.
with this.
Or,
No, how many S's do we have?
You got 3
I'm good
S's.
with this.
Stand your
I'm
ground.
I'm fine with this.
Yeah, it's gotta be on par with Game of Thrones. It can't be above it. It can't be above
Just because
You
it
said
ended.
S.
I did, but it can't be above Game of Thrones.
Y'all
It
both
just-
said S, and now y'all both got
So,
it.
so are
it's
you
on
saying
par. It's on
Mickey,
par.
Mickey's saying this?
No. I'm fine. I'm fine
no,
with that.
before
I'm
Game of
fine with
Thrones.
that. I'm fine with
For
that.
God, before Game of Thrones.
Because
Yo,
like,
what are you doing?
I'm fine with that.
So
yeah.
above,
I'll
A
go with
above
this.
Thrones and Dead.
Yeah.
Nothing
It's still
Mickey
on
sold
par.
us out.
If season 6 is
It's a
amazing,
compromise. I mean, it could-
I'm about to put it
Yeah,
over
yeah.
next.
We'll revisit this. It'll probably okay.
back.
The
it'll-
20th anniversary.
A for now, probably S in the future. There you go.
All right.
We
Game
can
of
like
Thrones was
revisit
not
at the
that
end
Why
of
don't
every
you
year.
live in the moment, Mickey?
Because it's not.
Who knows what happens tomorrow?
I had to okay, look.
So I think what Blind Wave does is they revisit every year as like shows finish and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
and
Oh,
then they
fair
just like
enough.
replace that show or those shows.
Oh, that's
Perfect.
real creative.
We could rate it now. We could rate it now. Definitively the 10-year anniversary video. Look,
I think,
Either
I
way,
think that's a good
it's
position.
either gonna go up, or if it was already up, it's gonna come down. So we
No
just have
shit.
There are literally only those 2 options. I guess there's a secret third option where it stays the same.
look. It's either gonna be an S,
Now, am I
A,
staying
B.
the same? If we move your S to the same, then we want to change it.
All right,
All
South
right,
Park.
next show.
South Park. Who's introduced Mickey?
Chris, do you
Yeah.
want to tee it up or Mickey? Or do you-
I can do that. Hold on.
Go ahead, Tito.
Wasn't it? What order are we going in?
We were going in order, but then it was
South
like,
Park.
who's familiar with the show more?
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
Tito.
there's people more familiar
Tito,
with
Chris.
South Park than me.
Why
but
don't
I'm
you want to do
familiar.
Westworld and Mickey do South Park? You want to
Sure.
queue up Westworld?
I love
Because
Westworld.
you like what Chris. Let Mickey cue South Park and then you cue Westworld.
Yo,
Let me
Okay.
cue Black Mirror.
Okay.
we've all.
What?
Oh my.
No, that's way too. That's too
What
far.
are we doing over
Fine,
here?
Just
let me
pick
cue
one.
Rick and Morty then.
Oh my God. Okay.
Just somebody.
Just
All right, fine. I'll just do South Park. Hey, so this next one is South Park. Here's the thing about South Park, guys. It is 25-some seasons deep. They reinvented themselves to the point where they're doing their movies and stuff, which has been great. I think South Park is a really good example of what you can do with no budget and a super funny idea. If you look at the first episode,
to
it's literally
start with.
but I mean that's to start. Their first season is them using fucking crepe paper, and they're really super funny ideas. Like South Park itself is like it's fucking yeah.
The first episode
Oh, yeah,
was
okay.
construction paper, but then after in episode 2 they
use
started
Flash?
using the computer.
My bad, but
Because they did one and they were like, fuck
never
this.
again. But just the fact that like it's low budget, but the idea is so good because their execution is so good and their content is so good. Like the core of what it is, South Park's hilarious. It remains topical, and they also able to turn episodes around in a week. This is unheard of. They're still doing it to this day. It has managed to stay fresh.
Well,
I disagree with so many things about South Park.
Why?
no,
But it would be really. I mean, I don't align. I'm not a fucking super libertarian like the two goofs. It would be really hard for me not to put it way up.
S tier.
It's hard.
It's hard to not put it on S tier for a lot of
It
reasons.
did have
Hang
some
on.
off episodes, and like not every episode is a banger. They have they're past their absolute peak, but they are still every episode has Matt and Trey, and no other show in existence I think has like the same writers or the same two guys involved in every episode like they've been.
Okay,
25 years.
I wanted to ask, is this like a Doctor Who situation where we're like start from Eccleston? Because like there's so many seasons, you know what I mean? Like, because like if we're rating the show as a whole, like the first few seasons were pretty just like lowbrow poop jokes. You
Yeah.
know, like it's like
It was still good.
It didn't get clever till like later, and I think
Yeah.
that's where
But
it hits
gets
its
so
peak.
clever.
yeah.
And then it kind of entered this era where like people were like, "This show's so offensive." It's like, shut the fuck up. It's a great show with great commentary. Yeah, I agree. You don't agree with everything about it, but like if we're rating the show as a whole, I don't know if I mean, for me, it's, I don't know. I'd probably put it like A or B.
Okay.
A or B?
B?
Hard
For
to
me-
say. Go ahead, Pat.
For me, for how long the show's been going, because I remember I was watching this as a kid and I still watch it
fifth
now.
grade, dude. I
Yeah,
was watching this
still
in
watch
fifth
it now,
grade.
and how it's still like people will still talk about this show like on the mainstream. So for me, it's just along for longevity. It's like LeBron James, S tier.
You know what?
S tier for longevity?
I'll put it
S
at
tier.
A because they also went to the Oscars dressed in like gowns and they dropped acid. And they went to the Oscars that way, and they were like, "That was the most nightmarish."
They
thing
said
we've
it.
ever done."
They absolutely regret doing that. They're like, "This will be awesome," and they're like, "What the fuck were we thinking?"
Why was it bad?
Because they were
tripping
they were dressed like
They
Bjork
started having a
and
bad trip.
J Lo.
Like they
I
got
have
there
a
to the red
relatable
carpet,
story
and
People were
just
like
started
asking
having
them
a bad
questions
trip.
like, "Why are you dressed this way?" And there's like,
I didn't drop a letter on it. I'm leaving it at A.
Yeah,
I think I could do
I'll
it.
say
I'm fine with A too.
As a cultural
I
zeitgeist,
actually
it's
didn't like the show.
yeah.
Why?
I know it's Spidey.
I watched enough episodes to decide that I didn't like the show. Like I just didn't find it funny. So
Yeah.
it's a C for me. Like,
I've been there.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
all right. So
I've been there
there's-
where I didn't like it, but it grew on me. Especially like the later seasons.
I don't like the beginning seasons.
Yeah.
You don't like
and I
the
think it's
jokes
because
on
I was
the-
like
I don't
I
like
was
poop
young
jokes.
when I saw it, so I'd want to see some of the newer stuff. And see
Like-
if
Newer
maybe
stuff
it's
is
like
so
This
the
show
one
helped
of the most
develop some
iconic
of
jokes in the beginning was "kick the baby."
Yes, this show helped develop my sense of humor. I feel like growing up.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
I felt like a little Matt Stone and Trey Parker vibe.
This and
with you.
SpongeBob.
Like I've said before, Mickey's kind of like Matt Stone and my Trey Parker because I could go wildly offensive sometimes, and he'll be like, "No, maybe we could rein it in a little bit." But like some of the stuff I say, like "goodbye." That's South Park.
Nuh-uh.
Some of the stuff I say, like,
Oh, yeah.
that's South Park.
No.
All the stuff that I say that like people have
Your
started
username
doing
is
is like tweak is South
Yeah.
Park. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I quote South Park so often that in my vernacular that people
Let's
just start
rally.
saying it.
I
Rally.
say goodbye all the time.
Yeah, goodbye.
I didn't
just
know
had
what
a-
that was.
I'll tell you what it was. Chef came up and said, "Hello there, children," and they said, "Hey, Chef, what would a priest want to stick up our butt?" And he goes, "Goodbye."
Chocolate salty balls, dude. What would
Yeah.
what would Brian Boitano do?
What would Brown
Hey, the movie slapped,
We were
bro.
here
I know all those
No.
songs. A tier.
A tier, yeah. I think A is fair for South Park.
It's to
say
the
A
point
is
where
fair
I
for
am
that.
highly anticipating their new
Between
season.
Game
I
of
want to
Thrones and
know
Walking
All the
Dead.
way to
what
the
are they going to
side.
say about the current events right now. I want to know.
Yeah.
I'm dying to know, and that alone puts it in
Yes.
A tier.
I think it's
Put it
above
to the
Walking
bo-
Dead.
like,
It's fantastic.
bottom
Oh
A.
yeah,
above
above
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Above Walking
Above
Dead.
Walking Dead.
Above Walking
Okay,
Dead.
both of
Longevity.
you have not watched it.
Longevity.
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 But the people on the couch,
Longevity.
people on the couch.
Hey,
I don't know about that one, boys. I don't know.
Longevity.
It's like
Longinus.
you're just watching a dead horse keep going at this
What?
point.
Hold on. Which show are you talking about?
Disagree.
Exactly.
Weren't you
Disagree.
guys just saying that we can change things later? Shut up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but Walking Dead is done, and we know what's
Next
South Park is still
show.
good.
Next
so
show.
move on.
Next
Alright,
show.
We'll move it.
Navi, you
I've
wanna-
done one. Spidey, go ahead.
I did not watch this one. I did watch Flash. Though. I'll do Flash.
Yeah, okay. All right, we're doing Westworld. We're going to do Westworld next. For me, Westworld Season 1 is like triple S tier. It
Yeah.
was incredible.
Bro, what door?
The music, the cinematography, the twists, the acting, the cast, the costuming, literally like every aspect of the show is like incredible. Even Season 2, I would say was like...
S tier?
I would say S tier, like season 1 S tier.
Yeah.
Season 2 was
A.
good, and then season 3, and then
Bravo!
didn't it get canceled? They didn't
Yeah,
even finish
they
it, right?
didn't even get to
yeah,
finish.
they didn't even get to finish
They
it. So
can't.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
that's because it was too expensive. But
for
it was
that
still good.
reason, even though season 1 was S tier, the remaining story is like kind of below. So I'm gonna put it at a B.
B?
Honestly.
Okay.
I'll
Pat
put it
looks
at
like a
B.
Real Madrid player.
Pat,
Like, you look like a fucking soccer hooligan, bro.
Bro, Pat was feeling himself.
Did
this
you have a
year.
mohawk?
Yeah, well,
Bro.
You had a mohawk.
You
I
guys,
remember you
back
with a
in the
mohawk,
day,
dude.
back in the day, I thought that dress
I
was
don't
the
remember that at
coolest
all.
dress in the world. I thought I was like, damn, I'm so cool.
You know what? I remember this. You guys were too afraid to do the butt crack skit. That would have been hilarious, guys.
The butt crack skit would have been
Butt crack
good.
skit.
Marquetta looks so European.
So yeah, I'm
Marquetta's
gonna,
absolutely European
I'm so
here.
European. I
do
got
look
European
very-
10. No more.
Chris,
love
I
it.
feel like you were in that
I'm
cast for
pale.
a year. I don't know
Pat,
why.
bring back the mohawk.
Yeah.
So what do we? I agree with you on season 1 being like SS, but I thought season 2 was also
Not
really
SS.
good.
We don't do that here.
No, I mean, S plus.
S plus.
S plus.
But
Season
I
2
thought
was also
season 2
really good.
Maybe was a little convoluted because I know like everyone says.
Remember when we talked with the writers from Expanse and they were like season 2's ass. We're like, what the fuck?
It was convoluted, but when you did get what they were going for, it was excellent. And season 3 is when it started.
And then it got canceled.
What sucks is what happened
Did
with
y'all watch
season 3.
4? Season
No.
4 with
With Kid Cudi.
Season 4, Kid
He was in
Cudi.
season 3.
No, that was season 3. My bad.
Senor Cati.
What
Season
happened?
4 is when it got
Why was it so
canceled.
bad?
Yeah,
Aaron
Jesse
Paul
Pinkman.
was in it.
Yeah, that season
Aaron
sucked.
Paul was
You
in
guys
it.
are the
Pinkman
only
And
ones.
that football player.
I loved it.
That season sucked.
You're the only ones that watched season 4.
Did you
Yeah.
watch season
I
4?
love
Yes,
season
I
4.
watched
Pat watched season 4.
I watched
Actually-
the Aaron Paul one, and then
No, that's season 3.
That's season
We all
3.
watched that
Yeah.
together.
Okay.
That was our first quarantine
No,
reaction we
he
did.
continued in season 4.
He's in season 4 too. Yeah.
And Tessa Thompson is like the big villain.
Yeah, we finished it.
No,
No, the one that you sat in on was season 3.
just
They
go-
watched season 4.
On their own, right?
yeah, we
No.
on our own. Me and Marquez were just said we're
Yeah.
gonna finish it out.
We never
Yeah.
finished it. We did quarantine reactions to season 3, and I will say that they had the worst luck because their building caught on fire and they lost footage for like 70% of the season.
Oh my
So they had to
Dang.
reshoot season 3, and that's why it was like 8 episodes. And
That's
kinda
probably why it
weird.
got canceled too, because they're like, that was a lot
It
of
did.
money.
Yeah, it was a lackluster season, and then like.
But it was also like
That's so sad.
it was like a really expensive TV show, and I feel like I think there was something about like cutting it for like tax benefits and shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Zaslav when he came in.
Was that your first musket?
Nah, the first kid she stabbed Surge
I'm so
for.
skinny. Bring it back.
Never mind, I guess. Have you ever
The dead eyes.
What is this? Why did we do this?
She's trying to act like a robot.
Man, I miss that apartment, low key.
think of your world?
This world? Some people choose to see the ugliness.
Why are you doing
Go
this?
back to your see it.
Stickers.
Why?
Subscriber. See you guys next time. And they can make you.
Oh my god.
You broke your arm once? What? How'd you break your arm?
Just NPCs.
Oh my god, we're still recording with a fucking Zoom mic, dude.
Walk it under the table.
Honestly, the audio's not bad though.
Man, audio's
Wait,
ass
what
plus.
are we playing again? What is this?
Chris is playing
it's not the
himself to
worst.
play reaction.
Wow, what happened to that Zoom? What happened to that cup? Whoa, butts.
Ballers!
Happening.
Ballers?
Why do we have that?
What was the premise? Like we rent.
You know
people
why we
to
can't hear what the premise is?
Because the audio is shit.
God.
It's on 100, isn't it?
Turn it up.
Oh, that's why it's on like 20.
Oh my god.
Guys.
What if the mere fact that we can question our own existence confirms the existence of
Look, man, I don't like all that, like, heady philosophy shit. It makes me worry.
You need to get deep.
No, this isn't like The Matrix, man. Like, it makes me uncomfortable. And Navi, will you please stop playing wistful piano versions of popular, recognizable music?
You're still the same person.
Was that your real phone?
Flipping
No, it
people's
was
phones
the
out of their
cover of
hands
the
is
phone.
fucking hilarious.
It was just the cover of the phone.
Yeah. So where's Westworld?
I think Westworld is A.
B for boy, this could have been good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think either B cannot be way above like that.
Listen, if you're gonna put a Game of Thrones to A because of its a horrible finale, we have to talk about the same thing with Westworld.
Yeah, it's not
Like,
the finale
it
was
could
not
have
great.
been good.
No, there
Game
is
of Thrones could
there
have been
is no
good
finale.
too.
It got canceled.
Season 3 sucked ass.
I think
Then
Westworld's our
it was
first
just
B.
a bad-
I think it's either B.
B
I think it's a B.
I think it's B.
I think that's our first. I
It's our
feel like
first
B
B.
Boy, I
is a
wish
solid
this was
B.
better.
I
It had
hope
potential.
I hope somebody picks it
R.I.P.
up again, maybe.
Do we?
Yes.
It'll
Oh.
be good.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Because season 3, if that was the reason,
It had
because it had
potential.
burned down
Season
footage,
4,
then
you
yeah.
guys should watch season 4. It was really
I
good.
was gonna say, like season 1 really made you immerse and be like,
It was
"Oh, I
incredible.
wanted to go. Like I would love to
It
go to
was
that park.
incredible.
You know,
Yeah.
like that was
Season 1 was
the kind of
amazing.
So
feeling.
good.
it
Damn, dude.
evoked.
RDR2 IRL.
All right, Spitty.
The Flash. Yes, we're doing CW's The Flash. When did you guys watch this? What year was it?
I didn't watch it.
Run as your only
I think
champion
Run
here.
That's
That's
only you guys.
So that means that you and Runner get to
C.
literally
yeah,
choose how
I'm
high it
gonna put it
goes.
up really high. I like the show. All right.
C tier.
Listen, I
Gorilla
will give
Grodd.
Flash.
For
Okay.
CW?
What's yours, Spidey?
Me, I give it an S because I love the show.
Okay,
All
I
right.
can't support that.
You guys love Game of Thrones, but you didn't watch The
Speaking
Flash
of
with
Mike.
any knowledge?
Okay.
No, that doesn't even
Hang
add
on,
up.
dude.
You can't
Do not even
about the
breathe
Flash.
Flash on Game of Thrones in the same sentence.
Did HBO to CW?
I know Game of Thrones was not as good as you guys think it was.
Damn.
The Flash is a fun show.
It is a fun show.
Listen, it's a fun show. The TV, like the TV show and the crossovers and everything, and like Harrison and all that. That gives the show fucking life. You know
The show
what I
was
mean?
huge.
Literally, but it's a B. It's a B. I love it.
C for acceptable.
Shut the hell
No,
up.
definitely
You
not
don't
a
watch
C.
it.
C
Look.
for
I'm
acceptable.
not gonna go crazy and be like A.
You can't put
S,
Flash
but
and
B.
Westworld on the same tier.
You can't put Game of Thrones and
fucking
anything
good.
else in the same tier. That show
You're-
needs to be lower. I'm so mad that it's an A right now.
Objectively
The
wrong.
Flash movies.
I know
and
this
you
is a
think the
subjective
CW
tier list, but you're
Flash.
objectively wrong.
No, CW Flash was one of the best
CW
CW
Flash
shows
has
they've
so
ever
much heart
made.
and great character
And that
development.
show went too hard.
Fam.
You guys need to watch it so you actually
good.
understand.
It's
Especially
good.
now that you have some knowledge of the Flash and
It's
DC
true.
Universe,
It's a
you
B.
should
I'm
definitely
sorry, it's a
watch
straight up
CW.
B.
So I'm hearing one B and one S.
So that puts it right in the A, doesn't it?
No.
I wonder. I mean,
How can you guys say that when you haven't even watched it? Didn't we just say that that doesn't give you a vote?
Because it was on
I'm being
CW.
nice.
So my vote doesn't matter?
Sounds like it's going to A tier.
Yeah, it sounds like it's
Sounds like it's going to A
I
A
have
tier.
to.
A tier.
I feel like I have to hard
Who's
stop it at. I can't put it in A with like.
It's a B.
It cannot
with a
be
good-
on the same
I don't know if my
level
finger will
as
physically
South
allow it.
Park.
Someone else will have to do it.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it.
I don't want to be the one to do it.
Think about,
It's a
think about
B.
what we're about to do. Literally think about this. We're about to put a CW show.
It doesn't matter. We didn't
agree with
watch
that. I
it.
don't
We don't
agree.
get a vote.
I watched
The 100,
it.
the
I watched
100
it.
was CW.
Yeah, okay.
I watched
That
the
was a
season
great
3
show.
finale with Savitar. Okay, I knew about that
Hell
fucking
no,
Emma
dude.
Frost.
What is your vote?
It's a B.
But what is your vote, Suresh?
My vote is
Rock, paper, scissors
absolutely
for it.
CW tier because
Rock, paper, scissors.
I watched many video essays about what happened to the show. I heard that the first 3 seasons are pretty solid. 4,
Yes.
and then I heard it just goes bad. If Walking Dead, if South Park were beating a dead horse, I heard this is beating a dead like cavalcade of like a cavalry of horses because like it just wouldn't die.
Let's see what. Let's
I
see what.
just feel
Let's
like
see
we
the
need to
Rotten
watch
Tomatoes
it.
rating.
Yeah, go to
Do
Rotten
that
Tomatoes.
and Game of Thrones.
Where does it go?
Matter of fact,
Are you ready to check?
for Flash.
I do want to know.
Go
I
to
want to know.
ChatGPT. Be like, if you had to rank in Flash from S to F, where would you put it? I dare you.
Nah, you know what?
Ask AI.
I
about
like
this.
Just based on it
That's
being
a
on
stupid
CW, it can't go higher.
I
than
like
B.
Just for Flash.
Just for Flash.
I want to see Rotten
It
Tomatoes.
sounds like Justice for
Yeah,
Flash.
what's Rotten Tomatoes?
Pull the Rotten
No,
Tomatoes.
this is fine. This is fine.
If it's going in A, then it's below South Park.
I don't have anything
Yo, I'm
because
gonna
I
leave it
never
to a
watched it.
B.
can't
I'm
go
being
in A.
reasonable.
I'm down with B.
63.
CW Flash.
My bad. Dude, it's just the Flash.
63%.
Oh yeah, because it
Yeah,
could be
yeah,
the
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
It could be the movie.
Yeah, what's up,
Tomatoes.
bitches? What does this say? I don't even know why am I saying bitches already.
What?
Where's the Rotten Tomatoes on
9
this bitch?
season 8.
Let's go to Game of
Wait,
Thrones. Let's see
wait,
what
wait.
Game
The
of Thrones
audience,
talking
the
about.
audience is 59.
That's probably for the
Okay.
first episode, bro.
No, I'm sorry. It's a
Is that for the full
B.
season?
It's a B.
For the full season 1.
It's a
All right,
B.
there we go. Go by seasons.
So we're looking
92%.
at 92, 94,
94,
85, 80.
Ooh, a 10% drop.
85. Keep
85,
going. Keep going.
95.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we can keep on trying. I know. You're right here. You're right here.
Those are our fanboys. Those
All
are
right,
our
hold on, look. I'm gonna
fanboys.
fix it. There we go.
No! I'm talking about Game of
B.
Thrones.
Put it in fucking B.
B,
I
B,
want
B.
guys.
I mean,
Be below
he,
Westworld.
oh, okay, I think we need to be fair. He said S, only person who's seen it.
Absolutely
said,
not S.
No, Rana said B, then there needs to be average
Rana, did you
behind
see?
everything else.
It's
And
a
what did you
B.
say, Suraj?
No, fuck
I
sure.
said C. I've seen enough of it to, and I've seen enough video essays to say it's a C grade
Don't
show.
you
It had
video
a
essay
great
me on
potential.
this show, man. It's a C grade.
I can
Rock,
skip
paper,
forward
scissors.
for the channel.
No,
I
man,
watched
you know,
enough
put
to
it
catch
wherever you
up.
want.
Rock,
At
paper,
I'm
times-
not gonna rock paper
I will
scissors.
echo what
That's
Justin,
insane.
Justin and Cassie used to be on the channel, and I will say it exactly how he said it. With those CW superhero shows, all you need to do is watch the first 4 episodes and the last 4 episodes, and you're good.
No, you
Honestly,
don't.
you don't need to know
Yeah, you shouldn't
anything.
take that
trust
advice.
you.
That's terrible advice. If I tell you that about South Park, you go like, no, that
Just
doesn't make
listen to me
sense.
and put it on a B.
Alright,
That's just
alright.
fair. Put it on
Next,
B.
next
B.
show.
Put on B.
If I say C, he says S, she says B, as average B, right?
B. Just put on B.
Parents are arguing.
But hold on, seriously, did you finish the show?
He did not.
No, I didn't finish the show.
I'm the only one that finished the whole show.
Yeah, I think we should.
I think at the end of an A is fair.
Yeah, because
enough.
like to keep it fair.
Oof.
I tried.
Big
I
oof. All right, next
agree
up.
it should be on B, but just to keep
Collusion.
Some of you are going to be really happy about that, and I
Collusion.
want you to give Spidey all the love.
Yeah.
Collusion.
Let me
Is it
know.
next time?
No, Navi did one already, right?
Mickey's.
Yeah, it's you,
It's
right?
Mickey.
It's
Collusion.
Mickey has
No,
one.
No, it's Pat. Mickey did,
I'll do. Yeah, I did.
Then it's
one.
Pat.
Mickey
Pat,
did
Rick and
one.
Morty.
I didn't watch Rick and Morty.
Then
Let's
we
get
go.
Rickety Rex,
It's
baby.
Yeah, let's just start from the beginning.
Let's get Rickety Rex. Okay, guys, listen. We're back at Rick and Morty. This show is super fun. You can't tell me anything about it. It has fun characters. It keeps bringing back some lores. The lore is so fun in this show. Let's just
Like
be
the
honest.
lores.
We like the
We
lores,
do like
don't
the
we?
lores.
Lures are great.
Themes. They're bringing also great
The
themes in
lores
this
style.
show. I love it, man. So for me, it's a hard A or B for me. This one's really hard. I'm gonna give it a B.
Are we taking a particular cancellation into account?
Yeah,
That's what I was
it's
gonna
a
ask.
part of the show.
I
think
think
you
after
take
the
it
cancellation,
into-
it's still on business though.
It's a B for me, sir.
What are you getting?
A B
She gave it
after
a B,
all that?
which I think is
Hey.
crazy, but all right.
I would.
I mean, there's crazier shows out there. It's a B. It's a good show. It's
I
fun
want to
watch.
say like when it's in its prime, it's S. When it's okay, it's at like a B. And when it's bad, it's like almost remote drop bad.
Damn. Give me an example.
Yo, it's a B.
Is it the
Fucking
incest baby?
Sperm,
The space incest
yeah,
baby?
That
With the
shit was
Naruto?
The space, yeah, Naruto, the
I
space
didn't like
incest
the
baby.
dragon episode, the dragons either.
How to Slut Train Your Dragons?
Nice.
Hilarious.
It's actually funny. I
Yeah.
like that.
I can see
I would
that.
say either low A or high B for me.
Low
It's
A,
a
high
B.
B.
Low A.
Katie?
I haven't seen a lot of I think I haven't seen like half of it. I've seen like the first half, not the second half, the later half. And there's some parts like the squirrels that are like
That's really good. That's
literally
still
the
quote.
best thing ever.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't have enough to like. I'm gonna give it an A, but I also haven't continued, so maybe it's a B. You know.
Like maybe those first 2-3 seasons were like S. Like
I feel like I got a little burned out on like how
much there's.
how vulgar it was.
Okay.
B.
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 Where at in B would you put it?
Better than Westworld.
Yeah.
Villa
Is there a
Voltage.
way that I could vote for it to be at the bottom of A? But like there's so many spots of anything else that can go in between here. Like
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? I want to put it.
we'll just
All right, how
make
about
them smaller.
temporarily top of B, but actually bottom of A once we figure out
Well,
what
I
A all
wanna
the way
it's
is.
okay if we front load
We should
things.
talk
It's
all of
alright.
them. I'm bottom of A. Because I think it's great.
I
I'm
mean,
also bottom. I could go bottom of A because those top tier episodes that are for 22 minutes. They can go in and out and say some really crazy shit. And,
Yeah.
and some of those moments can make you like actually cry.
And I actually do
I'm
watch
going
it
bottom
with.
A too.
Yeah, I actually watch the
I
show
go-
with other people, or will play the background to rewatch it. It's funny.
I didn't watch enough of it, but like, yeah, A. What I saw was A.
More
Once you start getting
intelligent.
towards the end of the seasons, you start getting into the depths of why Rick is the way he is. And I thought that was some of the coolest shit. Like,
Yeah.
They're also
Evil
generous on the
Morty.
couch. I love it.
That was
Yeah.
really cool.
But I mean, we haven't had any dud shows yet, really. Except for we're about
Oh,
to do
they're
Sherlock
coming.
and Sense8.
Oh, they're
so, I mean,
coming.
They're coming. But the fact, look, I think that Rick and so everyone can we just all agree, Rick and Morty, bottom of A. There's going to be other stuff between Flash and Rick and Morty, but
Yeah.
Rick and Morty, bottom of A.
Okay.
yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there's so many other shows that I cannot put in front of.
You know what?
Yeah.
You guys
Rick
did
and Morty
good.
is worse than a Flash.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
I haven't seen Flash.
Put the
Apparently.
Flash below Rick and Morty.
It can be moved
No, no,
later
no, no,
on
no,
if
no.
needs to be. Let's move on to the next one.
You want me to make a new tier that says bottom of A?
I think if you keep going, they'll just put them underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would just happen.
Sherlock!
I've not
Navi?
seen
I watched it.
I think I watched
Good
like
as well.
one
me and
season.
Serge watched it. It's Benedict Cumberbatch. Beautiful man. Great mystery. I love
Moriarty.
Sherlock. I love Moriarty. The actor who played Moriarty was amazing. I've seen Sherlock
Bilbo
in any
Baggins is in it?
format there's done. Yeah, he was the Watson.
Watson. Smaug is in it.
I will say A. I think it was really good. Actually, how did it not never come back? Right?
I've seen 2 seasons of it. My bad.
It
One
just never
season of
came
it.
back.
No, because one season's like 3 episodes long, right?
Yeah, but
3
there's like
episodes,
4
but they're like
seasons.
90-minute episodes.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
3
him.
episodes a season.
Who's that?
Who the fuck? I thought that was White Pat. Who is this man?
Who is that?
He lived in your guys' building.
Ryan.
Ryan.
He
Where was
he was a
Ryan on
lawyer. He helped
January
us. He helped us get
Sherlock.
our trademark lawyer. Didn't he help us get some sort of lawyer?
He was a lawyer, so he helped us
Ryan,
with some. Yeah.
sorry
He
that
got
we're
us-
shitting
oh, yeah,
on you.
I
I've
could-
just never seen your face.
That's
He
so
was just a
funny.
neighbor in Access who also watched Sherlock. She was like, "Hell yeah, I'll watch that." And I was like, okay, because that was back when like Will was there, like, come watch Walking Dead. And we were just
It's
watching
in the lobby.
Yeah.
You guys are in the lobby right now.
No, this is like the room off of the lobby.
Yeah, it was the game room.
Yeah.
Nubby's having a great time.
I've seen some Sherlock. I have seen.
I guess
I want to
B.
say
I could
like.
put it in B.
Yeah, I'm gonna say bottom
B
of
makes
B.
sense. Not dumb, no. Did we?
It's
we
definitely not
finished
better than
it.
Westworld.
It's not better than Westworld.
I think first 3 seasons. I don't know what happened to it.
Exactly.
I liked.
Wow.
I recently saw a video essay of Sherlock too,
What is
and
it?
it kind of described to me the thing that I disliked about the show about, like, and it's just a Stephen Moffat thing you kind of have to go with, it's like Doctor Whovian type
Yeah.
of writing
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it's like a lot of Deus Ex Machina, like a lot of like, this is a contrivance that's gonna solve the plot. That's okay. It's
Yeah,
fine. Whatever.
yeah, but that's what Sherlock is.
But a lot of people like Sherlock Holmes specifically because any good solid mystery gives you the clues to find out the thing in the episode. And by the time the reveal happens, you're supposed to go, oh my God, I could have figured that out by myself. They gave me all those clues. But with Sherlock, more often than not, at least with this show from what I can remember, is it was always just like, whoop-a-dee-doo-ba-dee-doo, this thing and that. It was like, all right, yeah.
You're
It's
trying to
cool.
hide
It was a
now.
cool
I can see
moment.
that.
It was for fun moments, but it like didn't. It wasn't like a true mystery. Like
There's no
Was,
what's
it,
up.
was this the one with the benevolent cucumber water?
No. It's
Yes.
the one with Smaug.
Smell
benevolent cucumber
smell.
water.
Yeah.
Be below Westworld is fine for me.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with them. I'm fine with them. Yeah.
Any
that works.
arguments? We're good.
I have
Hey, I don't know shit about it.
D.
About it.
Who
Sense
else?
D for Sense
Sensei
I
D.
never-
who's
I-
that D?
I never finished
Yeah, I never
it.
watched it, so I
Wow,
don't know.
you're not an ally.
I never
You're
finished
not-
it.
Hey,
Wow.
all I know is someone was like, bro's got orgies in it. You'd love it. And that bro was sitting next to me.
It's got
That's
a
what she said.
sloppy,
Yeah,
sloshy
she-
build.
Can I
I
just
never
say that
finished it.
if y'all did Sensei reactions now, you'd love it.
Yeah,
It-
Sensei is
It's
incredible.
such a
It's
good
amazing.
show.
It's such a good show.
It is
Yeah,
such
I
a
saw
good
the first
show.
season. I
For someone
thought it
who's
was great.
seen it from beginning.
I didn't see. I didn't
You're
see
gonna
the
like
movie
the
though.
100, and you will give this an A.
This is nothing like the 100. What?
How would you know?
What?
This is not the 100 at
We
all.
explained the 100 to
This
you.
is
You passed out.
I was there. I
You
was
don't
there
know
for
what this is about. You
several.
can't talk about it.
It was
because you have no idea.
I didn't watch the
You would
movie.
resonate so strongly with every single message
Yeah.
in this
It's
show.
so
It's
good. It was
crazy.
fantastic.
I think it's A tier.
Ahead of its time, and they killed it because it was too
Yeah.
woke.
Better than Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Yes.
Whoa.
Better than Flash too. Better than
I
Flash.
don't know if you could like really
Better than
compare
South
it.
Park.
Yeah.
No,
Surge won't let you cross that line.
Better than
So you're gonna have to fight Surge.
Only because I didn't like South Park though. I don't know.
No, not better than South Park. Go
I
back.
don't know.
Better than Walking Dead.
I mean, if we're talking about, like, it got canceled, but it got to have its final season and a finale movie, so it did, like, wrap up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
didn't,
did
like,
it get
overstay
canceled and
its
then the
welcome.
fans brought it back?
Yeah, for
It's
one
so
for a final
fucking
movie.
It was a
good.
great
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't think it's better than South Park though. Come on now.
It might. I'd
What's
go
the
with-
premise of this show?
They can't tell
It's
you.
that they're
Better
all
than Walking Dead.
connected together and they can.
But,
I never
but when they
finished
were
it.
born,
I
when
watched
they
the
were-
first 2, so yeah, they can sense each other for something.
Yeah, they start feeling like 8 random people around the world, they're called the cluster, suddenly get awakened and they can feel each other's senses
And they're-
slowly.
they're
It
called
slowly
powers.
taps into
They're
it.
called senses.
By the end of it, they have a more free way of doing it, but it starts slowly seeping. Like this girl from India is suddenly in Africa with this guy, and they're like, "What's happening?" The way they represent it is like they're there with
Yeah.
them, like, "What's happening?" And so they're like learning a different language, and then when one person's having sex, it's
Yeah,
almost like sending ships to
telepathic
someone
orgies.
else.
It's kind of like how Kylo Ren
Telepathic
and Ray
orgies.
just see each other
This
at the
guy.
end,
Yeah.
and
You've
then
seen
they
one
just
movie.
appear.
Yeah.
I've seen all the movies. I was like that. Like they just end up appearing there. I'm like, what's happening? How
Force
are we seeing each
orgies.
other?
But also,
Force
like,
orgies.
but also they take over their
Wow, that
body
sounds
and
bad.
like do the fight moves for them and stuff too.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fight scenes and all that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what I watched was really good.
Fantastic.
I never finished it because I think a lot of shows when I watch it with normies, I watch it once I stop flop, then I just don't go back watch it on my own.
Spidey, what do you think? Sensei?
Yeah. No, it's right there.
Yeah.
Maybe even above Walking Dead, but
I would say maybe even above Walking
Damn.
Dead.
Okay.
because I wish they had more seasons, and I'm glad Walking Dead
Wachowskis,
stopped where
man.
it did.
Alright.
I've never really seen
I've seen
Black Mirror. Is Black Mirror
haven't
for real?
seen it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is
Go.
it?
Oh my
I
God, I
thought
love
you
Black
were
Mirror.
doing Black Mirror.
This one's hard because it's like
I
anthological.
think fucking S.
What?
Ass.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I make an argument?
I can,
Is
look,
it,
I'm, hold
is
on.
it because of where we are now? Is this
No,
society?
I'm willing to put it at the bottom of S. It's one of the most creative things that I've seen. Every single anthology on it has given me something interesting and new, and it seems like the world keeps curving towards Black Mirror.
That's the
Dog.
thing. It gets better
Season
every
5
year
was
because
It gets
the
better
world-
every year.
And
So
Chris,
we're
we're
worse.
living in a Black Mirror episode. We're living
Chris,
in a
do
Black
you
Mirror.
understand the title?
Oh yeah, it's like
Because
the
it's our
mirror.
technology.
All right,
It's
now
the
listen,
Black Mirror, dude.
What do you got? What do you got,
Our
Pat?
phone, your phone, it's a Black Mirror.
I seen it, and I seen all the
seen
seasons.
all of it?
Yeah, it's not all like the latest season. I haven't seen it, but I've seen most of the seasons, and I watched random episodes here and there, like the ones that are good, because not every episode is good. And
Every episode's good.
Every episode's great.
And on top of that, I think you guys,
every
Every
but they're all
and
good.
also, not even that,
Well,
you guys are talking about being the horse. They do the same thing over and over again. It's like it's futuristic stuff. I know. I think you guys are resonating with what's happening
But
now.
different topics.
But like it's happening now. That's where you guys are resonating. But it's like it's the same thing done over and over. Like they do the same thing over again next season. It's like trying to be futuristic and trying to solve a problem in the future world and shit like that. I get it. That's where we are right now. That's
That's
like
the
we
premise of the
resonated.
show.
That's the
But
whole
it's
premise.
very,
It's
I
the
feel like
premise.
it's specific enough about what future scenarios.
This
they're
is
talking
tough to
about.
rate because it's anthological. So like, if not every episode is like great, then can it be S?
So the reason I can't call it S is because none of y'all said we should watch season 5, and I was the only one clamoring
That's
that
not
we should
true.
watch it.
Nobody
None of
wanted
y'all
to
wanted
watch
to
this
put that
either.
on the schedule. There's a new season coming out. We still haven't watched the other one.
We just.
There's so many episodes.
I
we
mean,
could
I don't
watch
know
the
why it
earlier
hasn't been on a
seasons.
schedule because probably we didn't have time.
Aha.
But I've seen it on my
Got la
own.
shisha.
I think
Here's the
it's-
argument:
Yeah.
because
I
it's an
love that.
anthology, we don't know. There's no story to continue. We don't know if the new stuff is going to be as good as the old
true.
stuff. But I do know the old stuff has been so fucking
I
good. And
think
on
it's
top
B.
of that, for each of them being its own little nightmare scenario, I love me some fucking Twilight Zone, and this hits straight on that Twilight Zone shit. It's creative. You're getting so many different actors, so many different moments. We keep doing callbacks to it and references. I think for what it does,
Striking vipers.
It's amazing.
striking fucking vipers, bro. You want to come over and play
Striking
video games, bro?
vipers.
There's so many
Not
Even
episodes.
okay.
San Junipero, man. I'm like,
There's so many episodes that I remember from it, like San Junipero, the White Bear with the John Hamm, the
Each
Pig
of them could have been their own
episode,
movie.
1 Million Marriage. We
Archangel.
always reference
One-
the
yeah.
Daniel Kaluuya one. We always reference
Yeah.
that.
The one kid that turned out to be a pedophile at the end because you felt
God.
sorry.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, me and Chris
Me
remember
and
that.
Serge went to bat for that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah,
You
we
feel sorry
react-
for him the
we
whole
reacted to
episode.
that.
You feel sorry for him
Oh
the
yeah, he's
whole
going through
episode.
like the prison thing or whatever. Like he doesn't
No, because
know.
me and Serge are both like.
Was it Shut Up and Dance?
Because you
Yeah.
feel sorry
So-
for him the whole episode, and then at the end they're like, by the way, he.
But like me and Serge, we made I think what I still stand on today is a cogent fucking
And we
argument
made
of
it
being
a
like.
legitimate okay
Like
thing,
yeah,
I
this
think.
kid looked at some child porn, which is fucking bad, and he should be punished for it. But also by the end of it, he's a full-on murderer. It's like,
it's
goddamn.
we shouldn't have pushed him to murder, and everyone was like, why,
I
why
can't
are you
believe they
showing
stood up
any
for him. And it's like,
sympathy?
oh, Jesus
Like,
Christ.
Vigilante
holy
justice,
crap.
dude.
Like and the video game one, the episode was great when he like actually happening and
Yeah.
he just dies in there in like 15 seconds because somebody called.
Oh, I
His mom
thought you meant the
called.
one where he
Striking vipers.
striking vipers, where you have to fuck your homie.
You don't have to either. They just did that.
How much you
Well,
love your
I mean,
homie.
look, they coded it. It's supposed to be a fighting game. The fuck?
Look at these peaks. We'll just look at the peaks.
Look at this fucking
Is
guy.
that it? Yeah, the reaction was quick.
Oh, this.
Because we all
Ron
could be
was
like,
on
they
it.
just watching you jerk off, bro. Just put it out there, Jesus.
Yeah, this was a good one.
That counts as a classic.
I think it's.
I think
B
it's
tier.
A.
Fine, fuck
It's
it.
not S.
If it's not S, I have to argue top of it.
It's actually S.
It's not S.
It has to go. I want it to be S.
Yeah.
Better
It
than
might-
Stranger
it might be
Things.
S. It
people
might be
are
S.
saying
Stranger
S.
Things should also be S.
Like this episode, so this show, you can watch any episode. I know it's anthology, which makes it perfect because every episode talks about a specific topic. I know it's in futuristic, but it's still a like a thing that you can take further away, and the potential of it happening is so terrifying, so that you want to think about it and literally left speechless when the screen just turns to black.
It's a black
Like you
mirror.
can watch it with
Yeah,
anybody.
you see a reflection
I
at the
think
end into
it's
the black
S
mirror.
tier
Ooh.
because a
And
new
it's really
season
good
is
to see.
coming.
Surrounded
The
by
last
black
season I
mirrors, dude.
watched it with like Alexa from Schitt's Creek was in it. Like it's so good.
I
Every
did see that
episode's so
episode.
good.
That's the only episode I saw. But
Okay.
I think I'm down to react to it later. I'm down to put it.
We can do a White Lotus style if you want to.
I would put it before Mr. Robot just because Mr. Robot is over and was like a flawless story, beginning, middle, and end. Black Mirror is a great anthology. Easier to do.
It is easier.
It's
You
fun.
guys did not want to do season whatever 3 or 4 of Black Mirror. I remember
Because
that.
we didn't have time.
Oh yeah,
There's
that was
only
a
one
time.
episode.
If you guys really want to do it, we would have made time for it. If you guys really wanted to do it, we would have made time. We done it for other shows. We made time for other shows.
Ask Kenny
I'm
then.
just saying.
I'm
just
Kenny's
saying.
putting it in
You
S
guys
tier
are just
and somehow it
living in
didn't
the moment
happen.
right now.
So
Living in the
It's too real
moment.
for you.
Done.
It's too real. It's too real for y'all. That's why you guys are all the way up there.
There's
I'm
only
just
one
saying.
episode
We would
I
have
did
made time
not
for
like,
it.
and that was the one with Miley Cyrus. All the other episodes. Are
Oh really? I
absolutely
like
S
that
tier.
one with the doll.
Oh, I saw that episode. That was a good
Miley
episode.
Cyrus.
I thought it was like a weaker
Next
episode.
show.
Everything else was amazing.
I don't know. Where are we though? Where are we?
Hey, you guys want to make time for
All
All
this?
right, hold on.
Top
Essence,
of
put your
A.
hands up. Because I'm willing to go top of A at
I'm
least.
like I'm wavering.
I
I would be
didn't
okay
watch
with
enough
S.
to have an
Split it between
opinion.
Stranger
just
Things and Game
because
of Thrones.
I constantly hear we're living in a Black Mirror episode,
Yeah.
and for that iconography alone, that's so relevant.
So, Black Mirror,
That's some clever
Black
shit.
Museum
That's
episode.
some clever shit.
God, Black Museum episode.
Black
Fuck.
Museum
Yeah, that was
episode.
that was
Insane.
wild. dude.
The episode was great. And also like that parent one.
Above,
The Archangel.
above Thrones and Walking Dead. That was a good
Remember the rating one where they rate each other?
The
Above
Ray
Thrones
one.
and
Nosedive.
Walking
That
Dead.
was second nosedive. Yeah, second episode.
Yeah, I'm just
So
saying.
good.
I still love the
I've never
John
seen this
Hamm
energy
episode.
before.
I agree.
I don't remember seeing this energy.
I don't. You're right. I don't know where the sudden energy is coming.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just-
Is it just
we're
because
living in the
S
moment.
tier looks lonely up there?
No.
Is it-
No.
it's because it's a good one show.
Oh wait, why don't we?
So
What
then we
about
should react
top
to
A?
it.
What about
You
top
wanna
A?
react to
Why
it?
don't we put top
Collusion.
Put
A?
it at the top of A and move on.
Yeah, put on top A. We will make sure that it gets scheduled when it comes out.
Yeah,
because
well,
apparently it's being judged on that.
Yeah, you
What
guys
about
want to talk
watching-
about doing
What
it.
about
You
watching
guys
on
like it
my
better
own?
than Stranger Things?
Look, me and Pat,
Yes.
we
love
set
that.
aside time to react to Mr.
Yeah.
Robot. Just us.
Oh, is that what it
It
was?
was
Wait,
hours
devotion?
It was worth it.
It's about devotion now?
I guess the devotion.
If I watch all the episodes, I get to raise it
Yeah,
up?
because I wanted to finish the show.
Pat, did Spidey not put Flash in fucking A tier?
You saw that shit. You saw some of the shit that I saw.
Incredible.
So yes, at least say. Oh,
This
sorry.
is the end of the channel.
So I mean,
We
yeah.
gave you Mr. Robot and S. What else you want?
No, I'm just saying, but it should not be all the above there.
That'll-
And
You know what?
The
Top-
energy for you guys in devotion was not there to finish the show.
Top of A seems like it's pissing off
I
just
said-
enough people.
I have a devotion enough to watch it on my
I will not go
Next
lower
show.
than this.
Next
Let's
show.
watch it.
Let's
Let's
We're
watch
keeping
it.
Next
it.
show.
This
let's
is
show.
this is how it
Oh
is.
fuck yeah, dude!
Alright.
I got this shit.
Oh wait. Why does it say defense? Oh,
The up
okay.
above.
All right, I got this.
Is this
We're
why-
watching Vikings. Oh, can I tell a truth? Can I tell a we listen and we don't judge?
Sure.
Oh, God.
Do you
If
remember?
it's not about me.
Do you,
Sure.
no. Do you remember how Vikings happened? Can I tell the truth about that?
I don't remember.
I don't
It was
know.
the wheel.
Remember the wheel?
Oh,
I'm gonna say it.
It was the first.
I'm gonna
was
say
the
it.
prototype
Okay.
wheel? Okay.
First
go
of all,
for it.
let me start here. I'll close it off with the we listen and we don't judge. Okay, Vikings, incredible. I think seasons 1 through 4B is top tier, S tier stuff, and then there's some really good stuff in season 5 with the Great Heathen Army, which was also really good. But then it like 90-degree falls off. It's such a sharp contrast in quality and pacing. But then there's some really good episodes too, like Lagertha's final episode, which
Shield Maiden.
yeah, Ketty did a video essay on that, and I edited it. Check that out. It was a really good video. Super fun to work on. I think the first 4 seasons being S, and then the rest being like really lackluster, it really does take away from the overall experience. So I would put it at a, I hate to say it, but B.
Yeah.
But the thing I really loved about it is like this was on at the same time as Game of Thrones, and whereas Game of Thrones was doing like super large scale fantastical stuff, the battle sequences in Vikings were like smaller, but it was like more realistic. It was like hand to hand combat.
Athelstan.
The stunt work, Catherine Winnick, Travis Fimmel, Alexander Ludwig, like it's one of my favorite shows, but it definitely falls off after a bit. But I would put it at a B.
Top of B?
I remember being pretty impressed by some of those battles, like when they invaded France or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that was
For
incredible.
Oh yeah, the siege of France.
Yeah,
it's,
that was
it's
nuts.
brutal.
That was
okay.
absolutely nuts.
Okay, we listen and we don't judge.
Okay.
This Caleb one?
I rigged the first wheel spin to get Vikings to win.
You sure did, buddy. But it's okay. You really wanted it.
You don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I had my ways.
But like, I want to clarify that was the only wheel spin.
Yeah, because we changed.
I mean, look, they saw our reaction to the Naruto win.
I will also give it a B.
Top of B.
I watched Vikings on the couch with everyone, and I really enjoyed it.
I think it's a
But
B.
there was definitely like high and lows. The end was solid.
Yeah, it ends good.
End was solid.
But it's just like they needed to really speed things up.
Yeah.
Ragnar's spoilers.
Yeah,
Ragnar's death is like one of the best scenes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and that's why it falls off because like the show was called
falls-
Vikings, so it was supposed to be about Vikings overall. Travis Fimmel was actually supposed to be only there for the first season.
God, he's so hot.
But
He's so hot.
his performance was just so damn good that they like kept him, and it was apparent that like he wasn't going to be there for the whole show because it's not about him.
Yeah.
But you could also tell that once he left, like
Once he left the show, it was
nobody
not the
nobody
same.
was going to be able to
Yeah.
fill those shoes. So that was
What about Iva?
he did a really good job. Like there's some really
Ivar
strong
the bonus?
acting.
Oh my God.
But like the rest of the story just drags. Like after the Great Heathen Army, like after Ayla dies and
What happens to King Finehair?
King Finehair. Oh,
I forgot about
Fun
Finehair.
fact,
Oh my
he
God,
gets
dude,
enslaved
Finehair,
by
dude.
Lagertha.
And King Ayla and King.
By Legatha?
Remember Half Dan, bro? Remember Half Dan?
I don't know. Yeah,
Floki.
There's some
went
good
full
stuff,
Dan.
dude. Yeah, Floki.
Remember Edge?
Goose
Edge,
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 Skarsgård.
Edge was in it.
The
Floki
Iceland-
is so good.
Edge is in the show.
Iceland episode.
Floki Island,
Like the
miserable.
wrestler?
That's when I stopped watching.
Yeah.
No, and he's
Miserable.
really good. His Edge
Yeah.
is a strong actor.
Every time they cut
I
back
would
to
put him
Floki
above
Island.
The Rock. Like Edge.
Yeah,
Edge
almost
Was that
every
guy
wrestler is
named
better than The Rock.
Yeah,
Okay, but there's a Floki Island?
Yeah.
No, it was just Floki got
Floki
people to this
discovered,
island,
Iceland.
and every time they
Ah.
cut back to it, it was 10
It was
times more visible than the
misery.
last shot.
Oh.
Like they'd be like, "Oh, the
It's
goat
just
died," and they'd
so
come back and
bad.
like 10 children died, and they'd cut back, and they'd be like, "I have to eat the goats and the children now."
It's
It
just
just
awful.
kept cutting back and getting worse and worse and worse.
But I would still recommend it. Just
Oh, so fun.
just stop after like 4B, and just make up the rest of the
It's
story.
alright.
You can look up like the rest of the episodes that are like good. I wouldn't stick through the whole show.
I love
after
the
that.
intro.
But yeah, I'd say solid.
Vikings
solid.
is, I think, maybe fun fact. I don't know. I feel like it is the most volatile crew of any show we have reacted to on the channel. If you watch those reactions from front to back, the crew changes so drastically. I bet, when
Yeah.
you get in there at one point,
I was in there for a couple
No.
episodes.
I was in there, and then
It
I
was-
dropped out.
It was
It's
the
so
first
random.
show. It was the first show where it wasn't just like us, because like I remember at the beginning of Vikings, they were like, "Who's this B Squad?" And then they like fell in love with us over
B
time.
Squad.
But the Vikings was the first show where we started to get a little experimental with how we were doing things, and it was an important show.
The Vikings brought us this great moment here in this skit.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best we ever filmed.
That music was amazing.
I love it. Yeah, the music too. God damn, this is such a good show, dude. This is an awesome show.
Daddy,
I did the hair.
Hannah, that's so cool.
So it was a great motion for slow mo.
We still have all these Nerf guns, guys.
Dude, this was man. It was when I just want.
Oh, the things you can do with the fenced-in backyard.
Seriously.
Was that
Backyard and a ton of boxes.
Yeah.
That shit was sweet, man.
AJ, I forgot AJ's face. Bo
that
was
Bo?
there. Why was Bo in it?
Everybody.
Just took them
All right,
out.
never mind. We used a good moment for slow motion.
All right, listen.
That was great. She killed it.
The Flash also brought us this fun moment here with Nahid and the Jay Garrick match dodging Nerf
And
bullets.
it was, none of them hit him.
None of them
None of
actually
them
hit.
hit.
But you know, the
They
first
like,
take,
truly
he
didn't
actually
hit 'em.
didn't get hit. It's a lucky mask.
You guys all just suck at shooting.
I missed that house.
Hey, man. One of the best skits.
Man, there was a brewery right across the street and a fucking sandwich shop right
still
down
there.
the street, man.
Tell me about a brewery in a sandwich shop.
Mashcraft.
Yes,
Well, I
There's
feel
one now.
like
They had that smoky beer.
this might be a good place to leave off.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
what do you guys
How
think?
far did we get?
We got in like the first 2.5 years of the channel.
Well, scroll down. I want to
maybe.
see.
Yeah, let's see what's coming up.
How much we have left.
We have a lot.
More.
That's
Sorry,
barely
about to
anything.
cut.
Scroll down more.
Should we get up to?
Lord. Let's try
Okay.
to go until 3:30.
Let's do it. All right.
Let's do a couple.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to go Dragon Ball Super?
I watched some of it on my own, but I wasn't in reactions. Who was in reactions?
I was in there. Mickey was in there. For great nostalgic moments, it was awesome.
This is the first anime.
See.
I appreciated the nostalgia, and they had writers from like the 4-star team, right? Like they had some.
Nice. That's pretty funny.
It became apparent that it was like they were doing a lot of self-aware humor. They're like, we know what this is, but it just like I don't know. The quality is just.
Could I say B behind Sherlock? B in front?
I'd give it C, dude.
Wow.
It was like
B. Bottom of B is good.
It was not better than Westworld. It was not better than Westworld.
Yeah, I feel like B below Vikings or maybe even high B because the highs were really high. We got Super Saiyan God, we got Ultra Instinct Shaggy meme from this.
It's not better than Westworld.
Huh? Rose's in this one.
Nah, dude, I'd put it at C. I think The Flash is better than Super.
It is.
And I haven't even seen it, and I'll say.
I know you probably haven't seen this, but you got to see this moment, Chris, because it's fucking sick. This is why some of these moments are it's pure nostalgia bait. But when the nostalgia bait is done so well, it's
but like, who the fuck is this guy?
It's just some murder guys.
What do you mean?
Listen.
Got it.
No, it's kind of badass.
Rana, you just saying it's I.
No, I agree. I agree with you, Rana.
Are you kidding me? This is so amazing.
No, it's cool, but it's like
she doesn't know what this means.
Yeah.
We don't agree with her.
Even though that moment is top tier, I would say one episode of Westworld is better than the entirety of Super.
Oh my God! Leave me out of this.
It's it's true.
So where we playing Super?
I would say C.
That's Super is Dragon Ball Super Broly. A Broly movie is technically canon, a part of
but
it.
The movies don't. The movies are movies.
It doesn't count.
The movies are movies.
Movies don't count. Broly was good.
Because the movies will put it at.
Give me B below Sherlock.
That's
okay.
Good.
I can live with that.
Solid place for it.
I'd put it at C.
All right. Who wants to do the next?
S, move on. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But who's here not about to put this in S?
S, move on.
Raise your hand so we can slap you.
Pat still haven't seen it.
His hand is up.
Hey, I haven't seen it, but I
need to watch it.
cannot be about Mr. Robot now.
Yes, sir.
Sorry,
absolutely. 100,000%.
Motion that.
It sounds like you have been voted off the island.
It's above.
think y'all have any Mr. Robot.
In fact, it should have its own category. It should have.
above everything.
It's one above all.
If it's that good, how come I didn't see it when I was a kid?
Because
You watched it when you were
We didn't either.
You hung out with wrong people.
Yeah. And we didn't watch Naruto, and it's that's fine.
I watched South Park.
man.
Hey, there's another series coming out, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Ew, I hate
New
that.
Avatar.
I look like a skeleton.
Hold on. Can we please listen to this? Turn it up.
What?
Let's hear it.
Damn, what happened to that shirt?
Chris is watching on the side. This is the episode where Zuko is trying to get integrated
you,
into the group, and we would never let Chris watch. Unfortunately, it was so mean. It was
So mean.
Yeah,
What do you mean we?
Shut up.
Listen.
She guys was so.
As much as you try to sneak it in.
Yeah, you're obviously Zuko.
The disrespect.
What a bitch!
It was so.
Hey, guess what? Am I sitting in the room watching just off the camera? Am I sitting right there?
Why were you in the room and why wasn't
I was there? I wasn't allowed to watch.
Back then, we were
Wasn't allowed to watch one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
The click got really
Mean Girls.
I
honestly say the reaction wouldn't have been as good if you were
reputation. You also had spoiler man reputation. Somebody mailed you a spoiler.
In the first episode, you lost your ticket, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You tell us so much in that first episode.
Did you guys retain any of it?
But if you go to that first 5 minutes, we didn't, obviously. But if you go to that first 5 minutes, everyone's like, oh my God, what is he saying right now?
I was new to the game, and that happened, but After a while, y'all don't remember any of it, and you still won't let me sit in. Raiders of the Southern Water Temple is one of my favorite episodes. Couldn't even sit in and watch.
I didn't realize she was sitting on the side, and they didn't want to wipe the camera.
No, they were like, you can come watch.
He was like, I just want to watch it with you guys.
Great Divide Gang sound off.
Oh, this is one of the best.
Oh my god, I forgot
at
we
least
did
you got
this
to be in this skit. If we're not gonna talk about it, do you want to just watch the end of the skit?
Yeah, watch the end of the skit.
Yeah, so he comes in and shoots us.
Yeah, just go to the end.
Yeah, but you and Chris have some good work in this.
Please don't judge me. I was not an actor in this.
Yeah, we'll forward it. We'll forward it.
Yeah, sweet. Damn, whatever that suit.
Where's all your clothes?
I know, like where the fuck is my
your shoes?
I didn't have dress shoes.
Well, now that you guys have seen Pulp Fiction, you understand this parody more. I kind of didn't we show you guys after the Pulp Fiction episode too?
I knew.
Oh, hey, kids. How's everybody doing?
What's for dinner?
This is mine, Mickey's old apartment.
What am I wearing?
Hey.
Kind of what you're wearing now.
Keep chilling.
He was actually sleeping.
You remember your patrons on Patreon, don't you, Serge?
What's going on here?
My hair's fucked.
What's wrong with her? It's fine. What's wrong?
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Mickey Baxter.
I'm sorry about how fucked up things got between us and the Avatar fans. We got into this thing with the best of intentions, really. Never really
Ronald's like, oh no, he's dead.
We never really skipped any episodes. We just had so many shows on our plate that I just thought maybe
What was the beef?
The skipping a filler.
Great Divide.
Say filler again. Say filler again. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say filler one more goddamn time. Let me ask you something, Serge. Do the Avatar fans look like bitches? No. I ain't trying to fuck them like a bitch, Serge. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Serge.
Serge.
The Bible, Serge.
Who was holding the laptop behind the camera for you to read it?
Path of the righteous Avatar fans on all sides.
I don't know.
The inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of aim shepherds the weak.
The light just in the back.
Guided are those who haven't seen the show.
It's not even pointed the right way.
Remember that?
No.
Fury and anger.
TARDIS.
The TARDIS. Yeah.
Episodes and claim them as fillers. And you will know my name is the Lord.
This is my favorite part.
There's like no better way to do it.
I got really out of hand, man.
No, like way out of hand.
We made way too much noise.
It's just a TV show.
We need to get out of here.
Yeah. You have the hard drive?
Yeah. I left it on the kitchen counter. It's locked. We're locked out.
I missed that. We need to do more.
That was so funny.
Oh my god.
Firefly.
Is this me and you?
Yeah.
I mean,
But everyone's seen it. Everyone's seen it.
I've seen Firefly.
I've seen
But
like
for
one
the
I
reaction,
think
episode.
Firefly
I'd
is
say
A.
5A.
Yeah, it's really good.
I
Yeah.
think it's S.
I think we're gonna. Ooh, that argument can be made.
It
is tight.
Can be
It
made.
is tight.
It
Front
could be
side of
made.
A.
Well,
Short,
okay.
concise.
We
and
can't
perfect.
take Serenity into account, even though that finishes the series off. But it's a movie. We can't take that into account.
Yeah.
It's-
But I think on its own, like,
You guys
It
finished it,
is
right?
amazing.
Yeah.
I give it.
It's one of the best sci-fi shows.
For sure.
And you guys are watching BSG right now.
Yeah.
I think
Above.
I put it above.
Absolutely, yes.
I put it above
Yes.
Walking Dead.
Above Walking Dead.
I haven't seen it. I'm just like
I don't know. I would say
I
like
love Fire. Okay, I got bias.
it's hard.
Who's the courtessan?
Moranica Moreau.
Yeah, she's great.
Moronica.
Bottom of A.
Forget about
I forgot.
Nah, man, I think higher up than A.
Cameron.
Yeah, I
I
do
think
like
it's-
Firefly.
I would say it's better than.
Oh,
than
I
Walking,
liked it way over.
Better than Walking Dead.
Well, all right, Sense8 or Firefly to the Sense8 fans.
I go
I haven't
Firefly. I go
seen
Firefly.
Yeah.
Sense8.
I would go Firefly.
So then
Okay,
put it
it's
between
fine
South
there.
Park.
It's fine
That
there.
looks nice right there.
That
It's
looks
That
perfect.
looks
It's
nice.
perfect. It's
I
still
like
A.
nice.
It's fine.
I think that's offensive, but
We do
I
lost.
gotta get that really quick. But
Samurai
yeah,
Samurai Jack.
But like,
Who likes Jack?
but only the comeback.
it's only the final season.
Only
Right?
the final
Not-
season?
because we didn't watch the whole
Unfortunately, if
thing,
you're only
right?
doing the final
But I
season,
watched. I
that
used
puts
to
it up
watch
at
it
S.
as a cartoon.
That
on my
is
own.
S. I mean, if it's the
If you're
final
only
season,
doing
it's
season
S.
5, it's S, and that's
I
going to
mean,
be
the whole
super
show,
hard.
I would say, is
No, I think
Yeah.
the whole show, there's an argument for A somewhere in
the
there.
whole show is great.
But then they finished off with S.
But because the channel only did S, and most everybody here has only
Especially
seen 5. My
the
bad.
one
As a
episode
reaction.
where it was just like the silhouette.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it was.
I mean-
Does it go above Mr. Robot or no? Because it's not above Avatar.
I can put it right
fine
there.
there.
I think it's good right there.
It looks beautiful.
Season 5, guys. We're talking
Man.
season 5 here.
This tier list is
Bro.
all whack.
Bro, when they hit him with that guy looks like a penis. That shit broke me.
that guy was so
Oh
funny.
yeah, because it was like more adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot.
They came back.
Oh, and Ben was
Oh, and
Samurai
we-
Jack
we
in the
did a-
skit.
we did
Oh, yeah,
a skit for this.
I
Wasn't
And you
it?
sold the
I saw
kimono.
the kimono.
Samurai Band.
He was
I
Samurai
had
Band.
pictures from that day.
Liberty Bibbity.
That guy, yeah, it looked like a penis. Like,
Yeah.
that I did.
It was SpongeBob's voice too.
Was
Tom
it?
Kenny. I
It
think so.
was?
Yeah. No, because Tom Kenny was Scaramucci, right?
We should actually log into
I
a
think
Normies
so.
account, but
So we're good with it.
I guess.
There. Oh wait. I didn't
Samurai
put it
Jack
up.
is
it's,
You
it's
put-
on
you
S
put it
tier.
Here,
Yeah.
behind Mr. Robot.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's good.
I'm just gonna show you guys because I think this skit is really funny.
Are we
but
just
there's
locked
10
into this
seconds to
30-minute ad?
We sure are. Yeah, these ads
30
are
seconds.
brutal.
These ads.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're not
I
logged
would
into
say we
Normies
should
account.
still revisit Samurai
I
Jack.
think.
Yeah,
I
I would
would-
be down to
Samurai
watch
Jack
it
is
from
fire,
the
dude.
start.
Yeah.
I've never
But
seen
it's like
it
it's a
from
kid's show. It's not going to be the same.
Hold on.
Samurai Ben.
Oh, we did Ecstasy of Gold.
Uh oh.
What was he looking at?
That's just how the show does. It's so cool.
No cream?
Straight sugar.
Samurai baby. Take this all on, baby. I should have this reaction like 4 days ago. Well, of course, baby. I wasn't gonna react without you. You're the one true fan. I'm just a bandwagon fuckboy. I want you to do me, baby. Come on, give me your best shot.
Wasn't he like a sound guy?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
With Michonne's sword.
Yeah, so we're using guns now, Samurai Ben. You fucking asshole.
Samurai Jack.
It was good. It was good. Look at y'all. Look at us.
Is that just us being in the Midwest? We had a lot of gun-based punchlines.
There was a moment when no matter what the skit was, if someone got shot at the end, it made it funnier. But the fucked up thing is that legitimately it worked for like 10 different skits, bro.
But
It just
Samurai
kept
Jack
working.
did start using guns.
He did.
Also. So it makes sense.
Fuck, baby.
We need to bring that character back.
I never finished Narcos.
I never finished.
I finished Narcos.
I
That was
didn't
It's
either.
good. It's good. I didn't like how the ending finished.
What?
So I don't
That's
think,
history.
I don't think it's 8. Yeah, I know it's history, but I
So,
just
yeah.
I'd say bottom of B.
Whoever
I think
finished
it's
it.
B tier.
Pat
but
has seen it.
I don't know if
I
I
don't-
ever
I've seen
finished it.
I finished it, but I think it should be B tier and above Westworld. I haven't
B
seen
tier
Vikings.
above
On grounds
Westworld?
of what? Why though?
Why Westworld? Because I think Westworld didn't end well, and Narcos didn't end well, but ended better than Westworld.
No, I think. Hold on. Look, I
There's
saw.
a reason.
No, I saw Narcos. I think Narcos did end well. I think Narcos
yeah.
has
Are we-
more better episodes than Westworld does, and I think it stayed consistent throughout. Westworld had its ups and its downs because it was trying a lot of stuff.
And we're talking only about the Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, not the. I haven't seen the Calais
If you
stuff.
say that, then I would say it's above Vikings.
I do
haven't
think
seen Vikings, so I
it's
can't
real talk.
say-
I do think it is more.
Yeah.
I do think it is more consistent than Vikings was too.
But-
Narcos is what, like 4 seasons of pretty solid, consistent storytelling.
Two seasons of just Pablo.
Yeah, my bad. That was that one.
Okay,
Pablo.
two
Pablo's
seasons.
only the 2 seasons.
Pablo's
Two
off in
seasons
season
of
2.
quality versus 4, technically 5 from Vikings. before it falls off.
I mean, we're talking if it really was only those 2 seasons.
Pedro
No,
Pascal.
I'm keeping it up there.
No, he was there more than for 2
I
seasons.
thought they did 3 seasons.
Yeah,
with
he was
Pablo.
there
Some
more
of
than
those
2 seasons.
Vikings episodes were slow. I remember like Ragnar like tripping balls on this like heroin leaf for like.
That's an
few
important
episodes.
episode.
Yeah.
I was like, what
Before he
is
died.
this? What's
Look,
happening?
I think
He didn't
I'm
want
actually
to
okay with Narcos being there, and I've seen it.
And that was the downfall. That fucking.
If we're just rating the first 2, because after Pablo died, I would put it like.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? So there was other variations of Narcos.
Yeah.
But when Pablo was still like Pablo's storyline did not finish in season 2. They still were going in that season. And it was ended really
I'm
well.
pretty sure they did 3 seasons for him, right?
They did 3 seasons. They did 1 season.
Pablo
Plata
dies
o
at the end of
plomo,
season
dude.
2.
Plata o
Does it?
plomo.
Whenever he gets shot to death on there.
He had a one last stand at the prison ground. And that was
No. He gets blown to pieces on top of a roof, bro.
That's what I'm talking. But he had a what?
Their third season is post Pablo.
But there's like flashbacks, I think. There's
When did they get to the?
Why would there be? I don't know. Is there?
All right, if that's the case, we can lower it down, but it sits on B tier.
I think it's B.
B. Just keep it
Above
B.
Westworld.
I would keep it. I like
would
it
say
here
it's
for
under
if
Westworld,
we say
dude.
we're just doing the Pablo seasons.
Yeah.
One more
I mean,
shot.
then we might as well do the other ones with the
Next.
better seasons.
Next.
The seasons weren't better.
I think
the
they called
next is
it. They
the-
called it something
Are we
else.
doing next
too.
one?
What?
The
Yeah.
leftovers.
I haven't seen it, so I can't seen it.
Me and Serge watched it.
David Lindelof.
It has one of the most sad songs. Whenever it comes on, you just immediately start crying. You don't even know what's happening, but you know something sad's about to go down.
David Lindelof.
David Lindelof.
Damon Lindelof is but Max Richter did the score.
I think it was really good. The storyline was great. It was about like people have just
They just
a rapture, right?
it's a rapture. So what happens to people who didn't go in rapture? Like how do you make a justified living that like you didn't get called by the god or whatever? I think it's solid A tier.
This is one of those where I would put it S. This is one of those where
I can go with that too.
I would
ain't seen
love for you guys to like watch this.
I just want you to
But,
know that
like,
whatever argument you make for this, I'm making for Watchmen. I just want you to know that.
Well, if it's Damon, so
Watchmen
look,
show.
this was Damon Lindelof's first show after Lost. He felt some type of way after Lost. He knows everything, all the gripes people had about Lost. Okay, he had to deal with an ABC network. It was an untimely place to have that type of show like Lost, where you can set aside time in advance. So with Leftovers, he specifically said this show is about if something percent of the world's population just disappears, the rapture. And he straight up said, you will never know why that happened. In this show, from front to beginning, I'm never going to tell you why that happened. That's the point of the show. So the show is, how does the world go on now? Like, what sort of new cults are around? What sort of, like, what is religion now? It's very, very good.
Like, do you continue
It's so
believe
good.
in religion when you believe that God didn't choose you?
I feel like that would make you believe even harder.
Right?
But,
Or
like
pray
you
more.
weren't
Or-
going to
or
heaven
what
because
if-
the rapture supposedly is being called the specific children back to
Yeah,
But what
damn,
if
I
it's
guess I fucked up.
But what if it's the opposite? What if the good people were left behind and the raptured ones went to hell?
Ooh, I
This
bet you
one,
there's a
this
cult that
one
believes that.
woman lost. So it's random. This one woman lost her husband and like 2 kids.
Oh, it's like the snap.
Yeah, it is
Thanos
intense.
exists in this universe. Where are you
It
putting
was-
it?
I would love it in S, but
I
I'll put
was
it
like,
in
it's
A.
like, damn, out of the
I'm
whole
fine with
family.
Alpha Project.
Damn.
I'm offended on behalf of Black Mirror. I'm just gonna say.
But you haven't seen the leftover. If you have seen it, you probably had the same
Not sure,
argument
but like
also.
Black Mirror is such.
It's
peak.
there, front
It's like
Really?
Put the Black Mirror behind leftovers. And
I
S
ain't
tier.
seen it, so I can't talk about it.
Let us scooch up.
What do you in front of A
We're
or
running out of
I think
A.
S tier is great.
I like S.
No, it will become small. Let's do S tier.
Let's
We are the
do
only
it,
2 have
fine.
seen it. It's really good.
I trust you guys.
It's 3 seasons, 8 or so episodes a season. Damn near flawless.
I think I might
Damn near
rewatch it.
flawless.
So we were
Yeah.
gonna stop at 3:30. Do we got time for one last one?
Atlanta.
If it's one show
man.
that
I
I
won't argue
regret
with you.
that we did
I
not
won't argue
react
with you.
all the way.
Because
I
they
learned-
kept
watched it on our own,
playing
didn't
us.
we?
They kept
I learned
playing it.
so
They
much.
did, but now we have better editing techniques. I
I would love to
think we
watch it.
should
I never,
I
I
would go
never,
back.
I
I
never
would do it
watched
again.
it.
Season 3 and 4,
Oh my
completely different
God.
show.
I've
European
never seen it. I would love
Yeah.
to.
We should definitely.
So Chris
I've
made
never
us
seen it,
watch
I'm
period.
down. I've never saw it.
I made
Yeah,
you.
we
We
watched
watched
it- we
the
watched it on the
anthology
podcast.
It's
episodes.
fucking
It's
hilarious.
so
No.
good, man.
I might
Me
have
and Chris
Can we just do it
reacted
as
Yeah,
to
we
a?
did.
We
Yeah,
can
we
do
Yeah,
it
I
as a-
learned so much from
Let's do it
it.
as a Twitch watch?
Somehow my husband's seen it.
We should stream it.
We were gonna do a skit where Navi lost her job and had to become the
It's
first
not
female
Mr.
Indian
Robot.
rapper
Come on,
in
that's
Indianapolis.
blasphemy.
But that would be tight.
It was gonna be. I was like, Navi, I'll write all your rhymes. I was like, I got
That's
it.
blasphemy, sir. Don't do that.
It's definitely S tier, but I don't know where.
I put that above Samurai Jack easy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
something like
I
that.
like right here.
That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm okay with that. Just keep
I could argue it higher, but I think
No.
It's fine.
The
When I'm,
reason-
when I'm
see,
thinking
some
of
of
shows
those-
I will show my children.
yeah,
But we're
Atlanta's
talking
up there.
about popcorn TV now.
Oh my
That's
god,
not
nobody's talking about
popcorn
popcorn TV
That is
except
not
you.
popcorn TV.
Atlanta's not popcorn TV.
These are all
Florida man.
popcorn TV.
Atlanta, dude, this shit. is
Trini
so
to the
funny.
Trinity to the bone.
So on the
Paper
podcast
boy.
channel, we did we reacted to
Restitution.
the anthology episodes from not reacted. We watched them and discussed them. Season 3 has like 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes that don't have any of the main characters in them. So we watched those and just talked about them.
Nice.
And all of those feel like they could have been their own like
Yeah.
spin-off, weird Black Mirror-esque type shit, bro.
Yeah.
The one where everybody's got
a
a
old baguette.
where they got no, not that one. The one where they got to pay. They pay money to black folks, and they're like, if your family owns slaves,
Yeah,
that-
reparations.
the reparation one. It's the 3 slaps when they slap the
What's
kid.
that?
It's
It's
the actor for
the
that,
term coined for it now that he likes to do with what is his name, Hiro Murakami, Donald Glover, and he does it with what's his name, Lakeith Stanfield and Jordan Peele. It's all those genres. I think it's called Afro surrealism.
Yeah. Same with
Where it's like, yeah.
what's the other one?
American-
Sorry to bother you.
American
Oh,
Gods?
yeah.
Not American Gods, like more of like when you're talking about black culture.
Yeah, and
but
the
you're doing it
surrealism
in
of being black, but like
it's satire,
yeah.
but it's real, but it's also like another reality almost. But
Or,
it's
or
kind
what
of how
was
black
that
people
one
think.
show that was like almost like a sci-fi? It was like not American Gods. It was like recent in the past.
No, I
past
mean,
few
so
years.
this
No,
had
not
this,
Legions.
but like any of the Jordan Peele movies, like Get Out,
Nope.
even Nope, Us,
them.
The Lakeith Stanfield movie.
Sorry to bother you. Which we did a reaction to that on the couch, and like that one gets into the surrealism so crazy that like I think that one is like probably the best
They
example
Clone
of the
Tyrone is
genre.
another
They
really
Clone
good one.
Tyrone is another good one too.
Yes.
God,
That was a good one.
I need to see that.
That was a
Hey,
good
that
one.
shit
I
was-
like that one.
That was
trip.
good.
That was good.
That one,
yeah,
my dental
that's true.
hygienist keeps telling me to watch.
Well,
That's crazy.
now that we are done with how many? 5, 15, 20.
We're pretty far.
We've done 20 shows.
We're like
pretty good.
We're
No,
like
we
4 or
done more
5
than
years
that.
into the channel.
No, we've done 20.
We're like 4 or 5 years into the channel.
Yeah, we
5 times 4.
Yeah.
yeah, and we have so many left. So we have
God.
many years.
I
So
don't
there's
know
gonna
if-
be more videos.
I don't know if we've seen any bad shows.
There are some bad shows coming.
Yeah.
There's some bad
Yeah.
shows coming.
I
So
can
we're
name
gonna start
3 right
going.
now.
I can't wait to take
We got some. We got some on
Bro,
deck, baby.
Shadow Moon, baby.
Yeah,
We got some other S tiers
bad.
coming
Oh,
too.
bro.
There's a lot of shows
you guys
that
better
we
You ready
forgot.
for my fucking
Is that Save the Last Dance?
When did we watch
Yeah.
The Last Dance?
Please let us know in the
Yeah,
comments
you guys
if
watched
you
it.
are a diehard Normies fan. You remember us watching any of the shows? Did we
Yes.
forget any shows? We are going to
yeah.
move on to part 2. We got through the first 2.5, 3-ish years. This is about
yeah.
what I thought we would get to, and I like doing memory lane. I like kind of looking
The
at the
skits.
reaction. If we have a skit associated with it, watching one skit,
Yeah.
it's kind of fun. So.
Yeah.
We hope you guys enjoyed that with us too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Atlanta, sorry. Atlanta also, randomly, our episode 1 reaction of Atlanta got us on an FX commercial on the World Series, during the World Series.
crazy.
We were on a commercial during the World Series when a bunch of people
I never
texted
got
me.
to see that.
Nice.
Never
Yeah,
got to see
it
it either.
was-
I've
it
never
was-
seen it either.
We never saw.
Never
It was
saw
like
it.
they didn't say anything.
But we
They
were
were like,
there.
you use our shit, we'll use you.
we got like $200 for them using us or something.
And then
Cool.
all of the
Hell yeah.
reactions got
That's-
canceled.
Yeah.
Got all deleted.
Well, we're going to
Yeah.
save this. All right? We'll see you guys for part 2.
Bye.